matchup. Rick and Tim will be back with the keys to the game. Up next, though, we go high and tight with Juan Toribio from Dodgers.com. Get his perspective on this Dodgers team as they get ready to start the 2024 season here in the States after going 1-1 in Seoul, South Korea. Now 3 games against the Angels in this Freeway Series. That is next. Dodgers-Angels, first pitch of 6:10. I'm Tim Cates, this Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
Hey, Southern California, nothing pairs better with baseball than a michelada made with Modelo Especial. It's the standard for authentic Mexican beer. It's not a michelada if it's not made with Modelo. Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
The start of the season for the boys in blue has begun, and everybody is excited about the starting pitching and what the new lineup looks like, with 3 former MVPs hitting first, second, and third. But as far as the Hoffy hot dogs go, we already know the lineup.
For some, it's got to be the Hoffy quarter pound all beef franks. For others, it's the Hoffy bacon wrapped dogs, or it's the original Hoffy natural casing all beef frankfurters. No matter which you choose, you win. Visit HoffyBrand.com to find your nearest location of Hoffy hot dogs. Hoffy, local, original, great.
Welcome to Arco Radio, the only station that's a gas station. I'm your host, Hannah, counting down the top 100 things we love about Arco. Number 2 was paying however you want now that Arco accepts credit cards along with debit, mobile pay, and cash. And number 1 is, for the 400th week in a row, lower prices on top-tier gas.
Arco, quality top-tier gas for less. Savings based on independent retail price survey. See arco.com for details. Learn more at toptiergas.com.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
We mark every inch they grow, but something can be growing that we don't see. It's what doctors call toxic stress. There are steps parents can take to help. Learn 4 things you can do to overcome toxic stress at first5california.com.
Get ready for a new level of comfort courtesy of Navien. Hey, it's David Vassay with Navien's newest innovation in smart living, the new MPF Hydro Furnace. This whisper quiet hydro furnace is the ideal way to keep your home at the perfect temperature, lower your energy bills, and cut emissions. Plus, SoCal Gas customers can get more than a $1,200 rebate. Learn about the new Navien MPF Hydro Furnace at hydrofurnace.com. That's hydrofurnace.com.
Ohtani set up a fly ball, deep left field. It is back. It is gone. A 2-run homer. Shohei Ohtani.
After an off-season unlike any other, come celebrate an unforgettable opening day at Dodger Stadium on March 28th as the Dodgers kick off the 2024 season versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Presented by Bank of America. For tickets and more information, visit Dodgers.com/opening day.
The UFC is on SiriusXM. Hear all the action live from the Octagon every weekend on SiriusXM Fight Nation Channel 156.
It's the Dodgers and Angels, game 2 of this exhibition Freeway Series. First pitch coming up at 6:10. Dodgers baseball is presented by Children's Hospital Los Angeles. When you need the very best care for your child, go to Children's Hospital LA. Ranked number 1 in all of California for pediatric care. Find the right doctor at chla.org. Still to come, Tim and Rick will get you the keys to the game. I'll dive deeper into this pitching matchup, but first,
David Vassay.
And now, what will likely be Vassay fielding insults from a Dodger player.
It's an engagement of endearment.
This is High and Tight.
We're joined right now by Dodgers.com's own Juan Toribio, who also was in Seoul, Korea with yours truly. Juan, great to be back in North America with you.
Absolutely. The jet lag finally wore off after 3 days, so we're back in business today.
How did you feel the Dodgers responded playing those 2 games against the Padres?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was interesting. Obviously, a lot of speculation on how the season's kind of going to go. No, but I thought those games were interesting. I think a lot of the questions that we had coming into the season are still kind of unanswered. I think Yamamoto, obviously, how he's going to assimilate to Major League Baseball. We saw, the rough inning he had. The left side of the infield defensively. Muncy had a tough time in South Korea. I'm sure he was ready to get out of there. Mookie had a couple missed plays, but overall he looked fine. It was interesting. Gavin Lux was probably the best of the four infielders, which going into the series, he was the biggest question mark. So it's going to be good to see them get back into a groove and not just play 2 games and they have 4 days off. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here starting on Thursday.
How much do you believe, after what we saw in those 2 games against the Padres, the Dodgers offense is going to make up for some of the shortcomings defensively, and if there is a bad outing by a starter?
Yeah, look, they're going to have to. They're going to have to score a lot of runs. I mean, I think we saw, the Padres come out and put up a 5 spot in the first inning. And you kind of felt like the game wasn't over just because the offense is so good. But they're going to have to. They're going to have to score 5-6 runs a game. Those were the 2 best starters with Yamamoto and Glasnow. They still had to score 5 or more runs in both games. It's kind of similar to what last year kind of got to, towards the end of the season, that they had to score a lot of runs. But, I mean, I think, they're going to need better performances from Glasnow. They're definitely going to need better performances from Yamamoto. Because at the end of the day, the regular season is just a regular season. This team will be this team will be judged based on what happens in October. And in October, as we saw last year, you can't just rely on scoring 7-8 runs a game. You're going to have to pitch. So I think they're going to need a much better performance, especially from those 2 guys in the rotation.
Juan Toribio from Dodgers.com is our guest. All right, you were inside the press conference room where Shohei Ohtani read his statement. What were your takeaways from just his demeanor and the way it came across?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit hard in a way because the language barrier, so you can only kind of take what Will Ayrton was kind of translating to us. So it's hard to tell tone and just, demeanor and stuff like that. But I think, it was pretty clear he was pretty aggressive, right? Like, I think a lot of us thought he was going to go up there and just say, hey, I'm under investigation. I can't really, expand on this much. Sorry for taking so long to release a statement. And it went the complete other direction. I think he went up there and he said firmly, I've never bet on baseball, which is an important distinction. Obviously there's huge ramifications if you were betting on baseball. And then he just straight up called Ippei Mizuhara a liar and a thief. So I think that tone was a lot different than I expected. Now, ultimately, we're going to see what the investigation kind of comes. And at the end of the day, that's what's going to tell us who's telling the truth, who's not telling the truth. But as of today, he went up there and he made it very clear that he thought he was lied to. And, his brother, because people keep calling him his interpreter, but he's not just his interpreter. He was one of his best friends, if not his best friend. So he made sure to express that he was saddened by that. But at the end, like I said, at the end of the day, we'll find out who's kind of telling the truth when the investigation comes to an end.
From what I can observe, it doesn't seem like this is going to affect Ohtani between the lines at all.
No, I think that'll be the one place where he can kind of be normal, right? I think a lot of players have said that in the past, like whenever things are happening on the outside, you kind of get on the field or on the court or whatever, and it's kind of like the only place in the world where you can just be what you want to be, which is for him is he wants to be a baseball player. So I think for him being here on the field, and even seeing some of his old teammates with the Angels, I think that's kind of giving him some life in a way. It's interesting. He doesn't have Ippei around anymore, and that's the guy who he spent 20 hours of his day with. So I think that's gonna be interesting to see how that he adjusts to that. But like you said, I think once he gets on the field, I think he'll be the same Shohei Ohtani we've seen.
Thanks a lot for the time, Juan. Look forward to spending all season with you as we read you on Dodgers.com.
Don't tell me all season. That's too long.
One day at a time. Stay in the moment, as Rich Hill likes to say.
That's right.
Life advice, plus an interview by yours truly. Tim, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. Dodgers Baseball is brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game day, it's group day at Shakey's.com. Leading you up to first pitch on this Monday night, Dodgers and Angels from the Ravine. When we come back, we'll dive deeper into this pitching matchup. I'm Tim Cates, Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
They are among the greatest to ever play their sports.
Caitlin Clark is the all-time scoring leader.
They are legends and icons.
Larry Bird hit the shot with no second thought. I don't know how he did it.
And you can hear them right now on the all-new Sirius XM app.
We are here with Iowa superstar Caitlin Clark.
I'm so focused on winning. It's never anything I ever take for granted.
Here comes Larry Bird, the Hall of Famer, and he just won Legend of the Year.
Legend of the Year, isn't that something?
For access to the game's greats, rely on the leader in sports audio, Sirius XM and the Sirius XM app.
The NASCAR NASCAR Cup Series is on SiriusXM. We're back on the track Sunday,
6 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Toyota Owners 400 from Richmond Raceway.
Checker flag, baby. Yeah.
On SiriusXM NASCAR Radio Channel 90 in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app. Get closer to everything that moves you wherever you are with the SiriusXM app.
Let's make some smoke and drink some beer. Yeah.
Hi, this is Mike Tirico. The 2024 Masters Tournament is coming, and you can hear all the action on SiriusXM.
It turned right into the cup for John Rahm.
Masters Radio returns Monday, April 8th, with play-by-play coverage from Augusta National Golf Club beginning Thursday, April 11th.
Rory McIlroy, 8 under par, 64. He's thinking Grand Slam.
Hear the 2024 Masters on Channel 92 when you're in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Get ready for the 2024 NFL Draft on SiriusXM NFL Radio.
Touchdown, Caleb Williams.
Catch exclusive interviews with the top prospects as they begin their journey to the NFL. And hear pick-by-pick coverage of the 2024 Draft from Detroit in April.
With the first pick, the Chicago Bears select.
Your home for the 2024 NFL Draft is SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
24/7, 365 coverage of all things NASCAR. All things NASCAR happens exclusively on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90.
You're listening to Spring Training Baseball on SiriusXM. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM 89, and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
It's the Dodgers and Angels, Game 2 of this Freeway Series from Dodgers Stadium. First pitch coming up at 6:10.
And now, before the Dodgers hit the diamond, we look at the pitching matchup.
Pitching matchup presented by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Turn all your trail-dominating off-roading dreams into reality in an all-new 2024 Tacoma. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. Gavin Stone, 25-year-old right-hander, now in his second season in the big leagues. His fifth-round pick out of Central Arkansas back in 2020 was the 2022 Minor League Pitcher of the Year for the Dodgers. Just 2 seasons ago, he really rose up from A-ball to AAA and made his Major League debut last year with the Blue. Pitched in 8 games, made 4 starts, much better at the end of the season. 1-1 with a 9 ERA. This spring, Gavin Stone has been really sharp. 4 starts, 9 2/3 innings, a sub-1 ERA with 9 strikeouts. He is going up against another young pitcher in Reed Detmers, 24-year-old left-hander. He was the 10th overall pick of the Angels out of Louisville in 2020. Same draft year as Gavin Stone. He's going into his 3rd full season already after getting called up in late 2021. He threw a no-hitter for the Angels against the Tampa Bay Rays back in 2022. Last year in 28 starts, he was 4-10 with a 4.48 ERA, but a career-high 168 strikeouts. In 4 regular season starts against the Dodgers, he's 0-3 with a 7.58 ERA. Gavin Stone, Reed Detmers, Dodgers, Angels. We're 15 minutes away from first pitch. Keys to the game are next. I'm Tim Cates, this Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
Hey, feeling good.
Need a dose of sunshine?
Got that sunshine on my Sunday best.
Or a serotonin boost? Happy Radio is one of many happy extra channels available on the all-new SiriusXM app. Search Happy Radio to start listening to endless feel-good hits.
The NASCAR Cup Series is on SiriusXM. We're back on the track Sunday,
6 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Toyota Owners 400 from Richmond Raceway.
Checker flag, baby. Yeah.
On SiriusXM NASCAR Radio Channel 90 in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app. Get closer to everything that moves you wherever you are with the SiriusXM app.
Let's make some smoke and drink some beer. Yeah.
March Madness right around the corner, and SEC Hoops is right in the middle of everything. On the men's side, can the league secure 9 bids? How many Final Four contenders do we have? And is there a potential Cinderella in the mix? And on the women's side, will anyone be able to take down undefeated South Carolina? Or can LSU and Angel Reese go back-to-back? Keep it locked in on SEC Radio, Channel 374, over the next couple of weeks as we break it all down every weekday morning from 8 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time.
Hello, Dodger fans. I'm Jeff Snyder, host of your daily Los Angeles Dodgers podcast, Locked On Dodgers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Locked On Dodgers brings you the latest Dodgers news and analysis and breaks down all the action. Locked On Dodgers is everything a Dodger fan could want, all in a 30-minute daily podcast. Download Locked On Dodgers right now on the SXM app, available with all trials and popular plans, or wherever you get your podcasts. Search Locked On Dodgers.
In season or out of season, the number one place for college sports is SiriusXM College Sports Radio, Channel 84.
You're listening to Spring Training Baseball on SiriusXM. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM 89, and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
It's the Dodgers and Angels. Gavin Stone and Reed Detmers, the pitching matchup. Game 2 of this 3-game interleague series between the Dodgers and the Halos. The series will shift down to Orange County tomorrow for the series finales. Dodgers fans, enhance your listening experience. Download the iHeartRadio app and listen in HD. Powered by LA Care Health Plan, serving all Angelinos. LACare.org. Let's send it over to Rick and Tim. Guys?
Tim, thanks again. We count you down to the first pitch here at Dodger Stadium on a gorgeous night, as the Dodgers and Angels get set for the middle game of this 3-game set. Tomorrow they'll be in Anaheim. The pitching matchup, Gavin Stone. This is a guy who came into spring training mode hoping to get the 5th spot in the rotation. He battled for it every time he went out there in an exhibition game, every time he pitched live BP or pitched in a B game on the backfields. He excelled, and he did really, really well. His changeup has been really good, and not only is he not the 5th starter, he's actually going to be the 4th starter, at least the first go-around in the rotation.
I really thought that the one out that he has, you go back to March 3rd, he faced the Rockies at Camelback Ranch, Glendale. He went 3 innings. It's more than just 3 innings. He only made 35 pitches. He went 95-96. He didn't fall behind in the count very much at all. He got a ground ball, a double play on top of it. And for Gavin Stone, for the 25-year-old right-hander, 3 starts plus 1 relief over in Arizona. And he worked, it wasn't just a small sample size, he worked almost 10 innings. And in that period of time, an ERA of 0.93.
As far as the bullpen plan is concerned for tonight, Ryan Yarbrough, lefty, expected to go. Joe Kelly and Daniel Hudson, both right-handers, expected to go. And left-hander Alex Vesia would work a back-to-back. And by the way, in between innings today in Walker Buehler's sim game, Evan Phillips came out and pitched an inning, so he had a back-to-back after striking out the side last night.
Yeah, and I felt a little sorry for some of the hitters that had to face Phillips and Buehler for that matter, because they were both, I mean, right on the money. But again, a very good afternoon for Walker Buehler, this Dodger ball club, and the theme song again tonight. It'll be the same thing tomorrow. As a player, don't do anything silly that might put you on the injured list.
For the Angels, left-hander Reed Detmers is just 24 years of age. He's out of the University of Louisville. Very good pitcher for the Angels. He's got a no-hitter under his belt from 2 seasons ago. Fastball, curveball, slider, and change. He will be the opposition starter tonight for the Angels. Reed Detmers against Gavin Stone. Lineups and first pitch coming up, Tim.
All right, looking at the Dodgers starting lineup.
Who's starting? Time for the starting lineups.
Mookie Betts leading off and playing second base tonight. Shohei Ohtani batting second, your designated hitter. Freddie Freeman batting third at first base. Will Smith batting cleanup, doing the catching. Max Muncy at third base batting fifth. Teoscar Hernandez batting sixth in right field. Kike Hernandez batting seventh in center field. Chris Taylor, he is batting eighth and playing left field. Miguel Rojas batting ninth, and at shortstop tonight, Gavin Stone on the mound for the Dodgers in his final tune-up before the regular season. Remember, Gavin Stone got a spot in this opening rotation for the Dodgers to start the season. His next start in the regular season scheduled for Sunday in the finale against the St. Louis Cardinals. Tonight, the final exhibition game here at Dodger Stadium. Dodgers and Angels. The series will shift down to Orange County tomorrow for the final game of this freeway series. Then the day off on Wednesday. And then Thursday, it's opening day here at Dodger Stadium. Not opening day for the season, but opening day for the Dodgers here at the Ravine. Dodgers and Angels freeway series from Dodger Stadium is next. First pitch with Rick and Tim. I'm Tim Cates. It's been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck on the Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network. Enjoy the game, everybody.
Now streaming LA Dodgers baseball.
Now the 3-2. Curveball swung on and missed, strike three. Line drive one. Oh, what a stab by Freddie Freeman at first.
Deep to right center. Back it goes. It is off the top of the wall. Here comes Taylor around.
This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck.
Right field. The Dodgers walk it off.
The Dodgers win it.
The birthright of a legend. Bad down, kiss the ring, show.
For fun, food, and good times. Budweiser.
This Bud's for you.
First Five California.
Helping kids reach their full potential.
Security Benefit.
To and through retirement.
And LA Care.
For all of LA.
I can't lose.
Pitch is moments away on the home of the Blue.
We're going to change the world.
You're listening to Spring Training Baseball on SiriusXM. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM 89, and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Streaming LA Dodgers baseball.
It's the main event.
The Dodgers have officially become the new evil empire.
Yeah. Ohtani, you have Mookie Betts, you have Freddie Freeman.
This can't be happening, but it is.
LA is rejoicing right now.
Holy crap, as they say.
Here we go. It's the main event.
Holy crap.
Heavy and tankless water heaters.
For endless hot water, visit tanklessmadesimple.com.
And by Galpin Motors.
Here we go. It's showtime.
Thanks for calling Toyota. This is Jan.
Hi, Jan. My kids are really excited about spring break, so I'm looking for a new Toyota to help make it amazing.
Well, now until April 1st is the perfect time for an exciting new Toyota. Just imagine you and the kids in a Tundra on your way
to the lake to go speedboating.
Or imagine taking a Grand Highlander
to the mountains for some spring skiing.
Yahoo! Or maybe driving a Camry
to a towering water slide. I'm doing it!
Or even taking a RAV4.
Oh, to an animal sanctuary to pet goats.
Sounds like your kids aren't the only ones excited about spring break.
Oh, what makes you think that?
Let your imagination run wild at your participating Toyota dealer. Ready, set, go get your Toyota today. Toyota, let's go places. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details.
Alignment Health Plan is changing the Medicare Advantage game so that you can be the one in charge of your health. Hey, this is Steve Sachs, and I highly recommend Alignment. They're handing you the reins so they can cater to your needs. Choose from a wide range of doctors. Your adventures in life haven't stopped. They're just beginning. Alignment Health Plan welcomes you to a new era. Call 888-979-2247 from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week, or visit AlignmentHealthPlan.com today. Visit AlignmentHealthPlan.com.
AMCO presents Bet You Didn't Know.
Bet you didn't know that there are lots of things that can make your engine light come on, besides your engine. Also, bet you didn't know that AMCO's technicians are specially trained to diagnose what's causing your engine light to come on and fix it, no matter what it is. Keep your eyes on the road and your ears open for another episode of AMCO's Bet You Didn't Know.
AA, MCO. Check engine light on? We'll check it for free. Restrictions, limitations, and exclusions may apply. See AMCO.com for complete details.
It's Danny Wexelman from MLB Network Radio. You can join me and Steve Phillips live at noon Eastern Thursday from Oriole Park at Camden Yards prior to the opening day matchup between the Angels and the defending American League East champion, Baltimore Orioles.
Rutschman launches a two-run shot.
Steve and I will talk to players, managers, and executives from both teams leading up to first pitch this Thursday, only on MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM 89, and the SiriusXM app.
The NASCAR Cup Series is on SiriusXM. We're back on the track Sunday,
6 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Toyota Owners 400 from Richmond Raceway.
Checker flag, baby. Yeah.
On SiriusXM NASCAR Radio Channel 90 in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app. Get closer to everything that moves you, wherever you are, with the SiriusXM app.
Let's make some smoke and drink some beer. Yes!
March Madness right around the corner, and SEC Hoops is right in the middle of everything. On the men's side, can the league secure 9 bids? How many Final Four contenders do we have? And is there a potential Cinderella in the mix? And on the women's side, will anyone be able to take down undefeated South Carolina? Or can LSU and Angel Reese go back-to-back? Keep it locked in on SEC Radio, channel 374, over the next couple of weeks as we break it all down every weekday morning from 8 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time.
Feel the passion of Major League Soccer all season long on SiriusXM FC.
Stupendously magnificent!
Every week, hear all the top matches, including every Inter-Miami game.
Messi, up, over,
and get analysis and insight from our team of experts like former MVP Tony Meola.
He looks so confident. It's starting to look so easy.
It's Major League Soccer's biggest season ever, and you can experience it on SiriusXM FC 157 and streaming on the all-new SiriusXM app.
For 29 years in a row, but the road to number one began in 1946 when Galpin opened its doors in San Fernando. The showroom held 3 vehicles, and 46 were sold that first year. Just a few years later, in 1957, Bert Bachman was promoted to general manager due to his devotion to serving the customer. He wanted to help clients purchasing the vehicle of their choosing, and Galpin continues to service customers the way they want to be served today. Be part of the Galpin story. It all starts at galpin.com.
Let's go to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
And now your voices of the LA Dodgers.
Rick Monday and Tim Neverett.
Live from Dodger Stadium, it's the middle game of the 3-game freeway series. The Dodgers victorious last night over the Angels by a score of 5-3. And here tonight, they'll send out the right hitter Gavin Stone, who was absolutely sparkling in the Arizona portion of spring training. For Stone, in 3 starts plus 1 relief appearance, he was 3-0 with an ERA of under 1. Well, Stone leads the charge. The Dodgers take the field, and here's Dave Roberts' starting lineup. It'll be Mookie Betts leading it off at second base. The designated hitter batting second, Shohei Ohtani. Freddie Freeman is at first base. Will Smith batting fourth, doing the catching. At third base, Max Muncy. Teoscar Hernandez will be in right field. Kike Hernandez will patrol center. In left is Chris Taylor, and Miguel Rojas will bat ninth and play at shortstop. Reed Detmer's the left-hander on the mound for the Angels tonight. The Dodgers tomorrow will leave Los Angeles. They'll head down to Anaheim, and they'll take on the Angels in the final practice game of the season, if you will. James Paxton will start for the Dodgers. In that one, we'll join tomorrow at 5 o'clock. First pitch at 6:07. The umpiring assignments. Malachi Moore will work the plate tonight. He'll call the balls and strikes. Brian Walsh is at first. Paul Clemens umpiring at second. And the crew chief, Alfonso Marquez, is over at third base. So a 5-3 victory last night. The Dodgers continue to move things right along. And for Dave Roberts, a little bit of a different twist in his starting lineup for tonight's ball game. We're happy to have you with us. We're all set to go. It's the Dodgers and the Angels. Game 2 of the Freeway Series. And with the play, here's Tim. Thanks, Paul. Beautiful night here. 61 degrees, blue skies, some white and gray wispy clouds up above, but a very pleasant night at the ballpark tonight. Dodgers wearing their blue Dodger game jerseys that they wear predominantly through spring training, and a white game pants. The Angels with their alternate red game jerseys and the gray road pants, just about getting set to get this one underway as Gavin Stone completes his warm-up tosses. And the Dodgers in spring training are 14-5-1. The Angels 13-15-2. And it's still been a little bit of an adjustment to get to those 2 regular season games against the Padres, then have to downshift back into spring training mode. But that's where we are. This game tonight, one more tomorrow in Anaheim, as Rick had mentioned, and then it's on to the regular season. Stone's first pitch of the game is just a little bit off the plate outside to Anthony Rendon. 6:10 is the start time, again 61 degrees. The game time temperature, time and temp, brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Next pitch, cut on and missed for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. So just underway at Dodger Stadium, final exhibition game here. And a Kind of a light crowd still coming into the ballpark. Rendon fouls this pitch back at a four-seam fastball. And we'll see the fastball out of Gavin Stone, curveball as well, and the changeup. The changeup's been his calling card. 3-0 this spring. An ERA under 1, 0.93. And Gavin Stone, a man on a mission this year. Throws the next pitch just off the plate. Oh, it's a late strike three call by Malachi Moore, as that ball just barely grazed the outside corner, and he strikes out Anthony Rendon.
That was like a Statue of Liberty call. Everybody stood at home plate. The catcher, the batter, and the umpire for a while.
Well, dramatic pause by the home plate umpire. So one down, and the left-handed batting Aaron Hicks, the right fielder, standing in. Infield shifts over to the right a little bit, and the pitch in the dirt. That's ball one. Max Muncy, even with the bag, maybe a step behind it, but way off the line at third. Miguel Rojas playing up the middle. Just to the left of the second base bag. Mookie Betts deep at second base, and Freddie is deep and along the line at first. Pitch in there for a strike with a curve.
Well, we saw Gavin Stone at fastball 95 to 96. His strikeout rate, we'll get to in a moment, but boy, it was really impressive last year.
1-1 pitch is inside with a fastball, and it's now a 2-1 count to Hicks.
Well, 8 games, including 4 starts at the big league ball club last year. His swing and miss rate, for example, was over 40%. You know, the major league average was under 25%.
2-1, rolled to the right side slowly. Freeman grabs it. Stone covering, and he gets there in time to beat Hicks, and there are 2 down.
So my point being, I mean, here's a young man that's got not just the fastball, as you mentioned, he's already shown the curveball. He gets that over. And he had the 1 outing. He went 3 innings. Yeah, that was back on the 3rd of March against the Rockies, where he went to 3 innings, and he made just 35 pitches in that outing.
Yeah, he was outstanding. So 2 down. He's got Mike Trout at the plate. Trout, right-handed hitting center fielder for the Angels. Here's the pitch. That's inside. Trout this spring hitting .244. He is 11 for 45. 1 home run and 5 runs batted in. Stone into the line, steps back, now kicks and delivers. And Trout hits a high fly ball, shallow left center. Out is the shortstop Rojas. He's still drifting with it. He makes the catch. Miguel Rojas went a long way and got it. And the side retired in order. 1-2-3 go the Angels in the top of the first inning. No score after a half inning, and the Dodgers coming to bat.
The NBA playoffs are right around the corner, and you can hear the best matchups and wall-to-wall coverage on NBA Radio Channel 86.
Driving through the rim, got there, lays it up and in!
We're getting you ready for the postseason with our experts all day, every day.
This is what playoff basketball is, man. This ain't about pretty stuff.
Defensively, they have 0 weaknesses.
The NBA postseason starts April 16th, and your home for all the action is NBA Radio Channel 86 in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
The NASCAR Cup Series is on SiriusXM. We're back on the track Sunday,
6 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Toyota Owners 400 from Richmond Raceway.
Checker flag, baby. Yeah.
On SiriusXM NASCAR Radio Channel 90 in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app. Get closer to everything that moves you wherever you are with the SiriusXM app.
Let's make some smoke and drink some beer. Yeah.
March Madness right around the corner, and SEC Hoops is right in the middle of everything. On the men's side, can the league secure 9 bids? How many Final Four contenders do we have? And is there a potential Cinderella in the mix? And on the women's side, will anyone be able to take down undefeated South Carolina? Or can LSU and Angel Reese go back-to-back? Keep it locked in on SEC Radio, Channel 374, over the next couple of weeks as we break it all down every weekday morning from 8 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time.
iHeartRadio app.
Let's get it started. Bottom of the first inning, no score. Mookie Betts making his way to home plate. He'll face the left-hander Reed Detmers. Detmers this spring 1-0 and a 3.38 ERA. Just 24 years of age, out of Chatham, Illinois, and the University of Louisville. Last year, 28 appearances. We had 4 and 10 for the Angels, and his ERA is almost 4.5 runs, 4.48. First pitch to Mookie goes off the glove of the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe, into the backstop. 1 ball, no strikes. Mookie hitting .444 here in the spring, a home run, 3 runs batted in. And he leads qualified players this spring in average and on base percentage at .513. Fouls the next pitch away to the right. 1 ball and 1 strike to Betts. And in case you're wondering, in the regular season, he's only 6 for 9 in the 2 games in Korea. Now the 1-1, and that is up high, and it's 2 balls and a strike to Mookie Betts.
Sometimes you get a player that has a position change, and it actually maybe cuts into their hitting. Well, it has not happened with Mookie Betts.
Not at all. 2-1 pitch. He lets a strike go by, a slider. And it's 2-2. Mookie typically hits lefties very well. 307 last year, drove in 107 runs. Swings, hits a little comebacker. That is snared by the glove of Detmers. He almost threw it away. Well, he threw it to first base to Shonowell, and he had to jump, make the catch, and come down and find the bag. So an adventurous first out on a routine ground ball back to the pitcher.
Yeah, for Detmers, that was the changeup. He has a very good one. Detmers in his 4th year with the Angels at the major league level.
Shohei Ohtani at the plate. .458. He's 11 for 24 in the exhibition season. Shohei waits from the left side. Left on left matchup facing his former teammate. Takes a pitch outside. It was a fastball. Infield shifted around a few steps to the right. Outfield a couple of steps to the left. And Ohtani will take a strike, a slider on the inner half. 1 ball and 1 strike. Detmers, first round pick, 10th player taken overall in 2020 by the Angels. He winds, kicks, fires. The 1-1 fouled back, 1-2 to Shohei. Well, Shohei gets great rounds of applause, and he had another one here tonight when he was announced prior to the game. And imagine what that's going to sound like Thursday for the home opener. And the pitch to Shohei, hit on the ground, third base side, waiting for it. Looks like Sano over there. It's supposed to be Rendon, but Miguel Sano makes the play and throws on to first for the out.
First base, number 5.
Sano was listed initially as the designated hitter. You know, a quick note about Ohtani. We talk and look at teams. Well, here's a team, the Angels, that he used to play for. Interesting in the defensive alignment. The infield was playing to pull, but the outfield the opposite way. And it's the same lineup now for Freeman.
And Freddie takes one up and in, and that's ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to Freddie. 3 home runs. He's driven in 15 in the preseason. The pitch, that's outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Freeman. I saw the ground ball hit to third. Was surprised to see Miguel Sano over there. But that sometimes happens at this time of the year. There'll be a late switch. We don't know. Ball ripped into right field. That's heading down to the corner. It's going to bounce off the door right by the Angel bullpen. Around first and into second is Freddie Freeman with a familiar sight. And that's a double. He had 59 of those last year. And believe it or not, that's his first one in spring training. So Freeman at second base and 2 men out. And Will Smith, Dodger catcher, coming up. Will 7 for 27, 259 average. He's hit 2 out of the yard. And he has 5 runs knocked in. So no score, bottom of the first inning. Freeman leads at second. Now Detmers deals. And Will takes down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Curveball from Reed Detmers.
Detmers was able to do last year. We talked about the swing and miss percentage of Gavin Stone for the Dodgers. Well, for Detmers, many more strikeouts last year versus innings pitched.
He knows how to get guys out at an early age. He's very developed for a 24-year-old. Already got a no-hitter under his belt. Pitch missing inside to Will, 2-0. Pitched a no-hitter against Tampa Bay 2 seasons ago on the 10th of May in 2022. 2 ball, no strike pitch from Detmers. That is low. Looked pretty good. I think Will might have gotten away with one there. That pitch looked pretty good. Knee-high outside corner, but called a ball, and it's 3-0. Detmers out of the stretch. Freddie off second base. 2 down. 3-0 pitch. Popped foul back and out of play. So you got a couple of Louisville Cardinals looking at each other right here. Will Smith and Lee Detmers, and another one pitched last night. Big bad Bobby Miller. You got Dalton Rushing too, a catcher in the Dodgers system from Louisville. 3-1 inside corner for a called strike, and the count is full. See guys all over the place from Louisville and from Vanderbilt. A lot of big league players coming out of those two schools. Stretch, look at second. Now Detmers comes home 3-2. It's outside, ball 4. Smith aboard, and the Dodgers with runners at first and second for Max Muncy. Now Muncy's got 2 home runs in the spring, and both of them have come off of left-handers. Barry Enright, the pitching coach for the Angels, will come out. And the consultation on the mound is brought to you by Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the Dodgers. For a free consultation, call 1-800-5-MILLION, because everyone deserves justice. Talking about the walks were a problem last year for the Angels. They allowed the 3rd most walks in Major League Baseball, 636. The White Sox were second at 654, and the Oakland Athletics allowed the most walks, 694. And when you've got a team that gave up that many walks in the Angels, and then a team that walked the 2nd most, just behind the Padres and the Dodgers, it's a tough combination for the team giving up the walks. Smith at first, Freeman at second, 2 down, and Muncy up. Here's the pitch from Detmers. Curveball low, ball 1. Muncy hitting an even .400. He's 6 for 15. 2 homers and 4 runs batted in. Detmers towing the middle of the rubber, kicks, fires, and it is a 4-seam fastball down and away. Falling behind Muncy, 2-0. Teoscar Hernandez on deck. Outfield straight up for Muncy. And the shortstop, Zach Neto, almost behind the second base bag, dangerously close to it. Pitch down the middle for a strike. Now, the only time we saw that challenge last year, the shortstop alignment, was in San Francisco right at the end of the season. I believe it was the second to last game of the season after Gabe Kapler was fired. The bench coach who was filling in for him, Kai Correa, challenged where Miguel Rojas was playing and actually won the challenge because Miguel had maybe a half a toenail a little bit towards second base where he shouldn't have been. Really was the only instance that we can remember that we came across last year of anybody challenging that. Muncy lines one to right field. That's down for a base hit. Freddie's going to be held at third base, and the bases are loaded. Ball was hit to right. Aaron Hicks played it on a good hop. And with 2 outs, Dino Ebel didn't want to take a chance on running the Dodgers out of the inning.
Well, and don't want any collision. Although, you know, collisions are not really a thing at home plate anymore, and that's a good thing to keep players healthy. But for Hicks, a very bad throw. It missed home plate by about 12 to 15 feet towards the first base side.
Well, Teoscar Hernandez, right-handed batter, standing in with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Here in the bottom of the first inning, no score. Yeah, Teoscar, good job against lefties. As he now has a 1-ball, 1-strike count on him. .275 against lefties, .255 against righties. That's the averages and the splits. Takes the ball low. Another changeup. 2 balls and a strike. Already activity in the Angels bullpen. Travis McGregor is warming up, and manager Ron Washington thinking, well, we don't want to get too much traffic in the way for the starter, so they would take him out temporarily if they needed to. And Hernandez fouls this off to the right. As we saw yesterday, with the Angels starter Griffin Canning. He was taken out and then re-entered, and you can do that in these exhibition games.
By the way, kudos to the fan who brought his glove and caught in the air a souvenir.
It's good defense. 2-2 pitch. That's right down the middle and taken for strike 3. A beautiful looking slider that hung there, but Teoscar did not pull the trigger. Bases left loaded in the first. We go to the second. Dodgers nothing, Angels nothing.
Celebrate the spirit of Easter on Sirius XM. Hear masses throughout the week on the Catholic channel, including Easter Mass from Rome with His Holiness Pope Francis. Embrace the promise of hope on Joel Osteen Radio.
You are full of resurrection power.
And experience Easter from Israel on the Billy Graham channel,
where Jesus walked and talked.
Plus exclusive interviews, performances, and music for the occasion on the all-new Sirius XM app. Just search Christian.
The NASCAR Cup Series is on Sirius XM. We're back on the track Sunday,
6 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Toyota Owners 400 from Richmond Raceway.
Checker flag, baby. Yeah.
On Sirius XM NASCAR Radio Channel 90 in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app. Get closer to everything that moves you wherever you are with the Sirius XM app.
Let's make some smoke and drink some beer. Yeah.
March Madness right around the corner, and SEC Hoops is right in the middle of everything. On the men's side, can the league secure 9 bids? How many Final Four contenders do we have? And is there a potential Cinderella in the mix? And on the women's side, will anyone be able to take down undefeated South Carolina? Or can LSU and Angel Reese go back-to-back? Keep it locked in on SEC Radio, Channel 374, over the next couple of weeks as we break it all down every weekday morning from 8 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time.
In season or out of season, the #1 place for college sports is Sirius XM College Sports Radio, Channel 84.
Freddie Freeman has done it again inside the pole.
This is first baseman Freddie Freeman. You're listening to Dodgers Baseball on Sirius XM.
Top of the second inning. Taylor Ward, the left fielder, will lead off for the Angels against Gavin Stone, who fires a fastball in there for a called strike. 0-1. Ward 224, a homer, 6 runs batted in. Last night he had a double in his first plate appearance. That was in the second inning. That's the only hit he got. 1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch, a cutter outside. Mookie Betts at second base tonight, shading the bag, and the ball hit to the left side. Good bounce for Max Muncy. Sets his feet, throws across the diamond, right on target to Freddie Freeman for the out. Top of the second, brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you.
Second base, number 23, Brandon Drury.
So we think about when Mookie was moved the day at Camelback Ranch, when he was in the lineup at shortstop. Dave Roberts was asked, well, how long is this? Is this a permanent move? And he said, well, permanent for now. And Mookie's been in the lineup at shortstop every day until today, with Gavin Lux not in the lineup against the lefty Reed Detmers. Mookie shifts back to second base, and Miguel Rojas in there at short. Brandon Drury, who played first base last night, takes a slider low. 1 ball and 1 strike to Drury. Gavin Stone, last pitched against Team Korea, went 3 1/3. A pretty good job in that game. Another exhibition game the Dodgers won. Ball and 2 strikes to Drury. But again, getting back to, Dave Roberts' comment, and it's not like things can't change in baseball. They do. But managers don't like to be put in a corner because they don't know what's going to happen. There's a bouncing ball to third. Good high hop from Muncy. Strong throw to first. And there are 2 down. If managers could predict the future, it would be a whole other ball game. But for now, Mookie was at shortstop, and he's going to play some second base. And we may see him in right field too at some times.
I love the answer. It's permanent for now.
It was a writer who came up with the term. He said, is it permanent for now? I don't think he realized what he was asking. As Nolan Shonowell takes a ball inside, 1-0. And then Dave said, yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's permanent for now. 1-0 pitch. Bounced foul past the first base dugout for a strike. 1-1. But in March, early March, it's hard to say what's going to happen with your ball club come May, June, July, August. It's a long season. But no matter what, wherever Mookie Betts plays, he catches the baseball. He can go get it. And a 2-1 pitch. Fouled behind him. 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Nolan Shonowell is a very good young player. The Angels like this guy a lot, and there is a good chance he turns into the every single day first baseman. Right now, left-handed bat out there against the right-hander Gavin Stone. 2 out, nobody on, and a 2-2 pitch from Stone. He goes with a changeup low. 3-2 the count.
And Shonowell held his own after being drafted up near the top. One of the things they like is plate discipline.
Well, the pitch is low again, and he walked him. First base runner for the Angels tonight. Out comes Miguel Sano. So apparently they made the switch with Rendon going to DH sometime before the game. I know they didn't run it by you. Didn't run it by me either.
They weren't looking for a votes either.
No, they were not. There's a swing and a ground ball that's just wide of third for a foul.
Ron Washington made up his own mind. We have nothing to do with it.
I think Sano broke his bat. He's going over to get a new one.
No, he's going over to ask Ron Washington, are you sure I'm not the DH?
No, he says, this is my third baseman's bat.
By the way, I watched Sano in batting practice. He hit a home run on the netting to straightaway center field. I thought it was going to hit the cameras that are up in position at center field. I mean, it just kept going and going.
He's a strong man. No question. Sano waits, and the pitch by Stone is up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I mean, these guys are used to seeing balls hit a long, long way. But Sano hit that home run. It was the last swing of that particular round that that group of hitters were taking. And he got high fives all the way around the batting cage.
He had a really good year in 2019 in terms of power. He had 34 home runs for the Twins. Drove in 79. Well, that was his career high for one single season. 34. In 2021, he had 30. A non-roster invite to spring training. And he's out here trying to make the ball club. He swings and hits a drive right over the head of a leaping Mookie Betts. Falls into center field for a base hit. Well, that was a rocket. The first hit given up by Gavin Stone. Runners at first and second and 2 away. I think Mookie thought that ball was a little lower than it was. It seemed to rise as it got over the pitcher's mound. Mookie gave it his best climbing the ladder, but he was not going to get to it. And now Logan O'Harvey, right-handed hitting catcher with 2 down and 2 on. Here's a stretch in the pitch. Swung on and well hit to center field. On the run, Kike Hernandez, he's going to look up, and this ball is into the screen in center field. A 3-run home run for Ohtani. And the Angels jump out front on a home run hit to dead center field. Well over 400 feet. And Ohtani has his second home run of the spring.
And he hit it up on that netting we're just talking about. However, Sano's went another 15 or 20 feet more distance than what this one, but Ohtani had plenty of distance. Boy, he just jumped all over it.
2-out walk to Shonowell hurts. And you got the first 2 on ground balls to third, and then a walk, a base hit, and a 3-run homer. And here's Zach Neto. This guy's had a really good spring. You look at his numbers. I mean, a terrific spring, hitting .333, 3 home runs, 12 runs batted in, 17 for 51. 2 doubles, 2 triples. One of his triples came last night. He had 2 hits in the game last night. And he's also stolen 4 bases. 2 outs, bases clear. And Stone winds and delivers, and a ground ball wide of third. That home run, by the way, traveled 429 feet. Logan Ohtani. He was only hitting 188 entering the game. But he got all of that pitch. 1-2, the count, 2 down. Stone tries to get out of the inning. That's a blemish for him. He's unblemished up until this inning. He's done very well this spring. Fly ball hit toward the right field corner. Teoscar Hernandez is under it, right where the grass and the warning track meet up. And he'll make the catch for the 3rd out. 3 runs on 2 hits. No Dodger errors and no runners left on base. At the end of an inning and a half, it's the Angels 3, Dodgers nothing.
It's time for legendary.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Mention Home Run at any of their stores to receive a free team bracelet and $50 off any purchase of $99 or more. And don't forget, everyone is approved for credit at Daniels. So visit danielsjewelers.com now to find the nearest store. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
The start of the season for the boys in blue has begun, and everybody is excited about the starting pitching and what the new lineup looks like, with 3 former MVPs hitting first, second, and third. But as far as the Hoppy Hot Dogs go,
the Hoppy Quarter Pound All Beef Franks. For others, it's the Hoppy Bacon Wrap Dogs, or it's the original Hoppy Natural Casing All Beef Frankfurters. No matter which you choose, you win. Visit HoffyBrand.com to find your nearest location of Hoppy Hot Dogs. Hoppy, local, original, great.
Baseball is back.
Gone! Home run number 29!
Hot off the heels of a record-breaking 2023 season, it's time to celebrate our first baseman,
Freddie Freeman.
Join us for the first bobblehead giveaway of the 2024 season on Saturday, March 30th at 6:10 p.m. versus the Cardinals, when the first 40,000 fans in attendance will receive a Freddie Freeman bobblehead presented by Bank of America. For tickets and more information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
Dodgers fans, Dave Roberts joins MLB Network Radio Fridays at 11:35 a.m. Pacific on Sirius XM 89 and the SXM app.
The Angels, bottom of the 3rd inning. Kike Hernandez, the center fielder, to lead off against the Reed Detmers. Chris Taylor will follow. And then Miguel Rojas, bottom of the order for the Dodgers. First pitch in for a strike. Turn all your trail-dominating off-roading dreams into reality in an all-new 2024 Tacoma. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. Next offering to Kike in for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes. Another changeup from Detmers. Kike wants time. Take his time getting back in the batter's box. Now he is alert to the pitcher with 10 seconds to go on the clock. Here's the 0-2. He swings and hits a drive to left field, but it'll be playable for Taylor Ward. He broke back, realized it wasn't hit that hard, and then came on in and made the catch about head high for out number 1.
Left field, number 3, Chris Taylor.
There's Chris Taylor. Taylor so far this spring, 7 out of 33. Playing left field tonight. And we'll see Chris play all over the place. Left field, we'll see him in center. We'll see him at third, short, second at times. Detmers winds. The lefty fires one home high and outside, ball 1. Detmers again, the full wind, the 1-0. And this one's fouled off to the right. Talking about pitching, Mo. Saw some good news today. Walker Buehler had a sim game. Simulated a game for Walker out here in the field this afternoon. And with the exception of one comebacker that hit him on the left leg, and he was okay after that. But other than that, he looked really strong. Pitch high to Taylor, 2-1.
And he just kept throwing and throwing, and he wasn't holding back. He was letting it rip.
Oh, he was throwing it by hitters.
He may have also gotten a bruise. He had a ball hit right back and hit him in the leg somewhere.
2-1 is drilled foul down the third base side. Yeah, that's the only blemish that he really had today. Of course, the training staff ran out, checked on him, and he said, "No, you're not getting me off the mound." So he continued to pitch. Evan Phillips also pitched in the simulated game today. Remember, he pitched last night and had a clean inning, striking out the side. So they worked him in the simulated game today so they could replicate a back-to-back situation, if you will. Alex Vesia is scheduled to have that tonight. He is one of the scheduled pitchers for the Dodgers in this game. Swinging a foul tip. Goes off the catcher Ohtani's glove. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Chris Taylor with 1 out and nobody on. Bottom of the second inning. Angels up 3-0 on a Logan Ohtani 3-run homer with 2 outs. And Taylor bounces one foul past Dino Ebel at third base. The third base coach. Well, the word about Buehler is that once the minor league season begins, they expect him to go out on some rehab assignments. 2-2, that's low. 3-2 to Chris. And the sooner he can pitch in games, the better. No target date for a return yet, however, but the way he looked today, you'd have to think it's sooner than later.
Yeah, that date's getting closer.
3-2 pitch outside, ball 4, and Taylor is aboard with 1 out.
Chris Taylor playing tonight, and I said in the early goings in spring over in Arizona that Chris Taylor, along with Kiki Hernandez, is going to be 2 very pivotal guys in this Dodger lineup. And especially with normally the lineup that we saw last night will have 6 left-handed batters in Dave Roberts' lineup. So you need some right-handed hitters to really kind of fill the gaps. Those are 2 big guys.
Pitch to Rojas. That's in for a strike. Started him with a slider. 0-1 to Miguel. Playing shortstop. And he's wearing some spikes that Mookie Betts got him last year. Those are his Air Jordans. He swings it, lifts it to left field. Taylor Ward over to his glove side left. He'll reach up and make the catch, and there are 2 down. Well, 2 gone, and now it's up to Mookie Betts as the order turns over. Mookie 0 for 1, hit a comebacker on a changeup his first time up. When Mookie Betts scores a run, that is a big deal for the Dodgers. Why? Well, when he scores at least 1 run in a game, the Dodgers have won nearly 77% of the time. But when he doesn't score, they win almost 53% of the time. They still win a lot when he doesn't score, but it's considerably more when he does. Well, the 107 RBIs last year for Mookie Betts, the most RBIs in Major League history out of the leadoff spot. Betts waits, Detmers deals. And it's a breaking ball outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Mookie Betts. Rojas at first base and 2 men out. Mookie's current spring average at .432. Detmers set at the belt, looks at first. Kicks, comes to the plate. Pitches a strike, a changeup on the inner half. About knee high. 2 balls and 1 strike to Mookie. A lot of room on the right side of the infield. It's wide open. The way the Angels are lined up defensively. And the pitch. And Mookie swings, hits a high fly ball, shallow right center. Mike Trout calling for it. He'll reach up and make the catch, and the Dodgers are done in the second inning. No runs, no hits, 1 left, and no Angels errors. On to the 3rd inning at Dodger Stadium. It's the Angels 3, Dodgers nothing.
They are among the greatest to ever play their sports.
Caitlin Clark is the all-time scoring leader.
They are legends and icons.
Larry Bird hit the shot with no second thought. I don't know how he did it.
And you can hear them right now on the all-new Sirius XM app.
We are here with Iowa superstar Caitlin Clark.
I'm so focused on winning. It's never anything I ever take for granted.
Here comes Larry Bird, the Hall of Famer, and he just won Legend of the Year.
Legend of the Year, isn't that something?
For access to the game's greats, rely on the leader in sports audio, Sirius XM and the Sirius XM app.
The NASCAR Cup Series is on Sirius XM. We're back on the track Sunday,
6 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Toyota Owners 400 from Richmond Raceway.
Checker flag, baby. Yeah.
On Sirius XM NASCAR Radio Channel 90 in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app. Get closer to everything that moves you wherever you are with the Sirius XM app.
Let's make some smoke and drink some beer. Yeah.
March Madness right around the corner, and SEC Hoops is right in the middle of everything. On the men's side, can the league secure 9 bids? How many Final Four contenders do we have? And is there a potential Cinderella in the mix? And on the women's side, will anyone be able to take down undefeated South Carolina? Or can LSU and Angel Reese go back-to-back? Keep it locked in on SEC Radio, Channel 374, over the next couple of weeks as we break it all down every weekday morning from 8 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time.
Draft a winning fantasy baseball team right now with the expert advice of Fantasy Sports Radio, Channel 87, and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Mookie Betts goes the other way.
Dodgers fans, this is Mookie Betts. You're listening to Dodgers Baseball on SiriusXM.
Anthony Rendon will lead off for the Angels in the top of the 3rd inning. Rendon, the designated hitter, 0 for 1, struck out looking in the first. 3-0 Angels. Gavin Stone goes back to work, throws a slider outside, ball 1. 1-0 to Anthony Rendon, right-handed batter. And the pitch, swings and fouls it back, and it's a 1-1 count. Rendon did, by the way, a few years ago, hit a home run in a game when he batted left-handed. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that is low. And it's a 2-1 count to Rendon. But that's the kind of athlete he is, kind of ball player he is. He can go up there left-handed, hit a home run in a major league game. Just goofing off. Now he swings, hits a drive to left center field. That's toward the gap. That is in the gap, bouncing off the track and off the wall. Chris Taylor has it. Fires it into second base. 2 hops to Mookie Betts. And it is a leadoff stand-up double for Anthony Rendon, his 2nd of the spring.
Well, the Angels are hoping, obviously, that Rendon can remain healthy. Only 200 games he's played in, the last 500 that he's been in the Angels organization since coming over from the Nationals. But boy, for the Angels, I mean, they finished under the 500 mark for their 8th consecutive season last year. That's the longest streak in their franchise history.
Aaron Hicks, left-handed batter. Fastball snapped in from Stone for a strike. Rojas playing up high behind the bag. A little bit to the left of it, our left. Would be his right. And the 0-1 pitch. Hicks way out in front of the changeup. Hicks had thoughts of hitting that one to the San Gabriels. I mean, he took a really big swing.
Are you sure it wasn't the Sierras?
Maybe. Somewhere where there's snow on top. But that's something that the pitcher puts in the filing cabinet, a big swing like that. Here's a ground ball to second. Mookie Betts up with it. Quick flip on to first for the out. Rendon will advance to third. So 1 out, runner at third base for the Angels. And it was another changeup. That time he was waiting for it, but made soft contact and just hit a slow roller down to Mookie Betts. Mike Trout with 1 out. Popped up to end the first inning. Miguel Rojas out in the outfield made the catch. And Trout, big right-handed slugger at the plate. He takes a pitch inside as Gavin started him with a sinker. Rendon way out in foul territory to get his lead. Muncy playing very deep and hugging the line at third. Now the 1-0 pitch from Stone. Strike called right at the knees. Another 2-seamer. That one came in a little over 94 miles per hour.
For Muncy, at a very good spot to be. Deep with Mike Trout, the batter.
Yeah, the infield playing deep all the way around. They'll concede the run here and try to get the out. 1-1 pitch. That's down and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. Figure 3-0 still early in the ball game. Dodgers aren't worried about Rendon too much at third. And the pitch from Stone. And Trout takes a changeup inside. Stone falling behind Trout here. 3 balls and a strike. A really little breeze. Not much of one at all. Just enough to move the flags. A still night here. 61 degrees the game time temp. Pitch to Trout. Ground ball left side. Backhanded in the hole by Rojas. High throw. Freddie stretches. He's got it. Rojas with a great play at short. Rendon will score. The Dodgers trade the out for the run, and it's 4-0.
Well, I mentioned last night that Miguel Rojas, you go back the last 3 years, he really ranks high. They keep track of everything, including the number of plays that are made to the backhand side at shortstop. And Rojas has been really in the upper echelon in that category for years.
Trout will get credit for an RBI. And now the batter is Taylor Ward, the left fielder. First ball swinging, fouls it back. Yeah, that's one thing. I mean, we've seen out of Rojas since he got back to the Dodgers from Miami. He's been really, really good going to his right. Excellent going to his right. The pitch is down low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's a pretty good insurance policy also for your third baseman. He does not have to cover as much ground going to his left towards the second base bag either.
Here's the wind, the kick, the 1-1. 3/4 swing. That's good for a strike. He chased the slider.
Yeah, 3/4 swing, but a full strike.
That's right. You don't get a 3/4 strike. No fractions. So he was fooled by that one. Now behind in the count 1-2. Stone fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Change up down and in. 1 run, 1 hit. Nobody left. No Dodger errors. Through 2.5 at Dodger Stadium. It's the Angels 4 and the Dodgers nothing.
Well, this is a moment for me.
From 70s disco divas to today's viral sensations.
Hey, it's Kylie Minogue. To celebrate Women's History Month, I'll be spotlighting my career as well as the iconic.
In the car and on the all.
Smoke and drink some beer. Yeah.
Have, is there a potential Cinderella in the mix? And on the women's side. Morning from 8 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time.
Channel 90.
Mookie Betts goes the other way.
Dodgers fans, this is Mookie Betts. You're listening to Dodgers Baseball on Sirius XM.
Pop, pop, it's showtime. Showtime. Guess who's back?
Shortstop sidearm toss over to first, and Ohtani is out. 1 pitch and 1 away for the Dodgers in the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third brought to you by AM/PM, the official convenience store of the Dodgers. AM/PM, too much good stuff. Well, that was a short at bat. Shohei threw a little bit today in the outfield. That drew quite a crowd. So he is starting his throwing program. And Freddie Freeman will take a strike here. It won't be long before he's throwing with a little bit of authority. A breaking ball in for a strike, a curve. And now Freddie is in the hole, 0-2. Detmer standing, looking at O'Hoppe, has the sign. He's almost squared up to the plate. Now turns and delivers. Pitch up high, 1-2. Freeman 1 for 1. He doubled in the first. And with one out, here comes the pitch. He swings and loops one back at second base. A couple of feet on the outfield grass is Zach Neto, the shortstop, to make the catch. 2 out. Now Will Smith. Tonight's a night where you'll see the starters have either 3 or 4 at bats. They'll go a little deeper into the game. I think tomorrow in Anaheim, you'll see them get their at bats, and then they're going to head home.
Yes.
A lot of players will drive themselves tomorrow.
Some of them will have a chance to listen to us on the radio driving home from Anaheim.
They will.
As they come back into Los Angeles.
Heard a rumor, though, that one of the young players that might pitch tomorrow is related to one of our colleagues. 1-1 pitch, a bouncing ball foul of the right.
You know how those rumors are. If you don't hear one, you start one.
That's right.
Welcome to the party.
Son of Eric Karros, pitch for the Dodgers.
We hope so, if for no other reason to watch Dad get very nervous.
1-2. It's popped up right side foul near the Angel dugout, and it's going to make the seats. Well, when his son Kyle, who plays third base in the Rockies organization, got an at bat at Camelback Ranch against the Dodgers earlier in the spring, Eric happened to be in uniform that week as a former player. He was helping out around camp, and I mean, he was pacing. He wore out a path in the dugout. And I asked him the next day, I said, what would have happened had Dave brought in Jared to pitch against your son Kyle? He said, no, he would have protested. Little tapper back to the mound. It's picked up by Detmers. He spins, throws, and he's got Smith. And the Dodgers are done quickly in the bottom of the third inning. We'll head to the top of the fourth at Dodger Stadium. The score, the Angels 4 and the Dodgers nothing.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 34 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 270 locations in Southern California. Once again, that's uclahealth.org.
Your car is one of your most prized possessions, so you want to make sure you're taking care of it, and that includes routine oil changes. Hi, this is Tim Cates. With our family cars, I trust the folks at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. No waiting rooms, no appointment needed. With locations all over Southern California, go to SoCalOilChange.com and find the Valvoline Instant Oil Change near you. When you pull in, they offer stay-in-your-car service while you wait. Got 15 minutes? Need an oil change? Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Get Spectrum One and catch the Los Angeles Dodgers all season. Stream over 140 live LA Dodger games on all of your devices on us. Tons of hits, wins, memorable moments, and more. It's a real home run. Live Dodger games. That's a $149 value now included with Spectrum One. Go to spectrum.com/Dodgers for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply. Subject to national exclusivities. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
You want baseball? The Doggy has you covered. Tune in to Mad Dog Unleashed for the best baseball coverage anywhere. Weekdays 3 to 6 Eastern. Sirius XM Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82.
For the Angels. You can enhance your listening experience. Download the iHeartRadio app and listen in HD, powered by LA Healthcare, the LA Care Health Plan, rather, serving all Angelinos, lacare.org. And that is LA Care Health Plan. And the first pitch to Drury is in for a strike, 0-1. As Gavin Stone winds, sends one home, and there's a ground ball right side, base hit into right center field. And Drury aboard in the leadoff single. Let's pause now 10 seconds. for our stations to identify themselves. This is the Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
You're listening to Spring Training Baseball on SiriusXM. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM 89, and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Nolan Shanuel is up now, the first baseman, with a man on and nobody out. 21 years of age, first-round pick out of Florida Atlantic in Boca Raton, Florida. First pitch into him is a cutter for a strike. Shanuel has scored a run, got on base via a base on balls. Left-handed hitter, hands high above his head, waits for the pitch from Stone. Here it comes. It's a little chopper. Stone's got it to the right of the mound. Throws to second one. Rojas the return. Safe at first. Just a slow developing play, but Stone a good play as he hopped off the mound to the first base side, grabbed it, made the throw to second to get the front side out.
Boy, really quick hands by Miguel Rojas to even have a chance to think about getting the double play over at first base.
So Shanuel grounds into the force out. He's at first. And here's Miguel Sano. He had a base hit and scored a run. Right-handed hitting third baseman. 30 years old now is Miguel Sano. Seems like he's been around longer than somebody who'd be 30. Did get an early start with the Twins. No balls and one strike. In fact, when he was 16 years old, he was one of the most coveted free agents, if you will, in the Dominican Republic at the time. Out of San Pedro de Macorís, and he's got a 1-1 count on him.
He's big and strong. He'll get your attention. You come to home plate, especially if you're trying to get him out.
A lot of teams were after him, but the Twins ended up offering the best deal for him. Pitches in the dirt, blocked by Will. 2 balls and a strike. And there was one time during his career with the Twins where he really battled with his weight, so much so that the Twins had sent him down to the minor leagues, and I'm not talking AAA. I mean, they sent him down to A-ball in the Florida State League to work with a nutritionist there and get some at-bats. So he was in Fort Myers, Florida for part of a season, a good part of a season, and had to travel around the Florida State League and play for the single-A team. 3-ball, 1-strike pitch from Gavin Stone to Miguel Sano. Swings and chops it foul.
Yeah, well, they gave him a choice. Get into shape or enjoy the Florida State League.
So he went down and found out what rainouts are all about. Because there's plenty of them down there.
And you don't have any trouble perspiring or getting loose before some of those games in July and August either.
Humidity is high. 3-2 pitch. And Sano pulls it foul. Third base side right at the edge of the camera well.
Hey, friends, you can suit up this season at MLBshop.com. That's right. You can check out the largest selection of official jerseys, caps, T-shirts, collectibles, and a whole lot more. So gear up with your Dodgers at MLBshop.com.
1 out. And the 3-2 pitch coming. There it is, and it's pulled foul again. Got a sinker, and Sano was out in front of it. So Shanuel is at first base. Bo Porter, the first base coach, in his ear. See if they send him here. Up 4-0, 3-2, 1 out. Got to stay out of a double play. No, they're going to keep him where he is. Sano pops it up right side. That's going to twist and go out of play. And that's way down the first base side. Well, you know what it's like in the summer in Florida. You live there on the Atlantic coast side, but about 3 o'clock every afternoon, you can expect a storm.
Yeah. Don't have to turn the sprinklers on to water the lawn normally at that time.
I think the Florida State League leads all of baseball in batting practice being rained out. 3-2. Oh, he locked him up. Strike 3 call. Good changeup right on the inside corner. Stone gets the punch out, and Sano strikes out.
Number 14, Logan.
Third strikeout of the game for Gavin Stone. And Now Logan Ohtani, who hit the 3-run home run in the second inning. Now back in 2019, Logan played winter ball in Australia for the Adelaide Giants. And he credits his time, spent 3 months there. He credits his time playing in the Australian League as saving his career. He swings and misses here. He said it really changed his career and his perspective on baseball. Going down under, playing over the winter, which is not the winter there, but it is here. And really enjoyed his time with the Adelaide Giants. 0-1 pitch, runner goes, swing and a miss, throw down, and that's in plenty of time. Mookie missed the tag. Oh, that throw was in plenty of time by Will Smith. And Shonowell slid to the right, the outside part of the bag, and Mookie missed the tag.
Shonowell wound up about 7 or 8 feet to the center field side. That throw to the first base side of the bag, but Shonowell, he came very close to going totally out of the baseline to avoid the tag.
So a runner at second base and 2 outs and an 0-2 count on Ohtani. Stretched by Stone, his pitch. And that one just outside, a little slider. You got to wait a little bit with home plate umpire Malachi Moore because he's got the delayed strike 3 call. He's not in any hurry to let you know. Now the stretch, and here comes the 1-2. And that time he struck out. It looked like Ohtani swung anyway. So it'll be the 4th strikeout for Gavin Stone, his 2nd of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. No Dodger errors at the end of 3.5 innings. It's the Angels 4, Dodgers nothing.
It's Danny Wexelman from MLB Network Radio. You can join me and Steve Phillips live at noon Eastern Thursday from Oriole Park at Camden Yards prior to the opening day matchup between the Angels and the defending American League East champion Baltimore Orioles.
Rutschman launches a 2-run shot.
Steve and I will talk to players, managers, and executives from both teams leading up to first pitch this Thursday, only on MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89, and the Sirius XM app.
Are you regretting eating that gas station hot dog? Yeah, we know. We've been there too. This is a message for baseball fans like you. Did you know that you get a channel that's talking baseball 24/7 as part of your Sirius XM subscription?
What?
Our lineup includes shows hosted by former big leaguers and executives. Plus, you'll hear from 17 managers each week. MLB Network Radio is on Sirius XM Channel 89, or just search MLB Network Radio on the SXM app. Sirius XM Sports. We're more than just a game.
Feel the passion of Major League Soccer all season long on Sirius XM FC.
Stupendously magnificent!
Every week, hear all the top matches, including every Inter-Miami game.
Messi, up, over,
and get analysis and insight from our team of experts like former MVP Tony Meola.
He looks so confident. It's starting to look so easy.
It's Major League Soccer's biggest season ever, and you can experience it on Sirius XM FC 157 and streaming on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Draft a winning fantasy baseball team right now with the expert advice of Fantasy Sports Radio, Channel 87, and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Dodgers fans, this is Evan Phillips.
Evan Phillips continues to do a magnificent job for the Dodgers.
And you're listening to Dodger Baseball on Sirius XM.
Are you thinking about me when you're riding where you damage
Muncy opened the plate for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 4th inning. Angels 4, Dodgers nothing. Muncy, then Teoscar Hernandez and Kike Hernandez to follow. Along with Rick Monday, Tim Neverett, Dwayne McDonald, our producer-engineer. We're glad you're with us no matter where you happen to be listening. Here in Southern California, around the United States, or the world for that matter. A lot of international listeners. And Muncy will take a curveball strike from Reed Detmers. Max 1 for 1 tonight with a base hit. Here comes the pitch. He swings. He's got another base hit. Drives it into right center. Max Muncy is 2 for 2, and the Dodgers' third baseman has a leadoff single. Teoscar Hernandez coming in. Kike Hernandez is on deck. Who's on deck is brought to you by On Deck. For small business lending that's fast and easy, go to ondeck.com. Teoscar 0 for 1. Struck out looking with the bases loaded in the first. Max leads at first base. And the stretch by the left-hander Detmers. Check swing foul ball off the bat of Teoscar, and it's out of play to the right. .375 is spring training average. Stretch kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Right over the top of a slider. I think these guys are about ready. They're more than ready, really, to start playing games that count.
Well, they're on the verge of ready/bored. Bored with practice games.
0-2. And a slider just off the plate outside, a little bit low.
So, of course, is getting into the starting gates. They can't wait to hear that bell and the gates open and go get them.
Well, I think they'll be very, very anxious for Thursday when the Cardinals get here. A 4-gamer with St. Louis, followed by a 3-game series with the Giants. Swing and a miss, a chase on a changeup. And Teoscar Hernandez strikes out for the second time tonight.
Well, after an offseason unlike any other, you can come celebrate an unforgettable opening day at Dodger Stadium Thursday. They kick off the 24th season against the St. Louis Cardinals, presented by Bank of America. So for tickets and information, come on out and join us. Dodgers.com/opening day.
There's Kike, flied to left first time up. First ball swinging, pops it up foul. That'll be over the first base dugout into the seats. Strike one to Kike. Well, for those who remember Kike wearing number 14, and say, well, why is he wearing number 8? And why did he wear number 8 when he came back to the Dodgers last summer? Well, because after he left and went to Boston, number 14 became unavailable. Curveball inside, and it's 1-1. That number is hanging up alongside all the other retired numbers. Gil Hodges had the number 14, and he went into the Hall of Fame 2 summers ago. And so that number is now retired by the Dodgers. So Kike couldn't wear it, even if he wanted to. Pitch inside, 2-1 the count. Joe Kelly starting to loosen up for the Dodgers. Mariachi Joe, right-hander. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Up high, 3-1 to Kike Hernandez. There's the 3-1 coming. Detmers has the pitch he wants. Looks over at first base where Muncy has his hands on his knees. Now the pitch is a slider cut on and missed. And a full count to Kike Hernandez, who wants time and gets it. Second baseman Brandon Drury, a couple of steps over toward the bag. Middle infielders looking for 2. Sano deep at third. 1 out and a 3-2 pitch. Here comes the payoff from Reed Detmers. Swung on, popped up. Back of second base. Drury calling for it. Now the shortstop Neto wants it. He takes over. And backpedaling, he makes the catch for the second out. Well, 1 down. Chris Taylor coming up.
Number 3, Chris Taylor.
Taylor at 212 with a home run, 6 runs batted in. The Dodgers and Padres, the only teams with numbers that'll count. There's not a full swing by Chris. But as you said, Rick, that's a full strike.
It's a full strike.
0-1 to Taylor. But again, the Dodgers and Padres will have numbers that still count in terms of statistics because of the first 2 games in South Korea. But that'll all change on Thursday. Everybody will have numbers. And then we'll be off and running in 2024. Here's the 1-1. And Taylor waves and misses at a fastball. Came in at 94.
The difference in those numbers that begin on Thursday. As you mentioned, the Dodgers already have 2 games, but the numbers on Thursday are not erasable, as the spring training numbers are. Oh, they keep track of everything, no question.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike three, another four-seamer. Chris couldn't catch up. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Detmers. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left, and no Angel errors. On to the 5th inning at Dodger Stadium. Angels 4, Dodgers nothing.
I'm Sheryl Crow. I grew up at a time when, if you were a woman, you were a good musician for a woman.
Sirius XM's Women of Rock.
I always found that to be really insulting.
A channel of icons who broke barriers.
When I saw Heart, I was just like, how do I get in this club?
And the women breaking through right now.
Olivia Rodrigo. This chick rocks.
Hosted by Sheryl Crow. Women of Rock. Now for a limited time on Channel 79. And year-round on the all-new Sirius XM app.
This is CJ Nikowski. Join me, Ryan Spilborghs, and Brad Lidge every weekday at 2 p.m. Eastern as we give you the player's perspective of what's happening in baseball.
He is possessed every time he goes out there right now. This is crazy.
There's this energy that certain players bring.
It's Loud Outs every weekday at 2 p.m. Eastern on MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM, Channel 89, and the all-new Sirius XM app.
It's fantasy baseball season, and the only place to turn is Fantasy Sports Radio.
It's a home run for Ronald Acuna.
Draft a winning squad with our team of experts, including former general managers Steve Phillips and Jim Bowden.
I'm all in on Hunter Brown. I know the stuff screams domination.
Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. That's 9 strikeouts for Hunter Brown.
Your home for fantasy baseball draft season is Fantasy Sports Radio, Channel 87 in the car, and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Hi, this is Alexa. Did you know you can listen to this game on devices with Amazon Alexa? Download the Sirius XM app, then tell me to play the Dodgers on Sirius XM.
Get on the pitcher's mound with CJ Nitkowski, Mike Stanton, and Brad Lidge on MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89, and on your phone with the Sirius XM app.
Top of the 5th inning, and Zach Neto, the shortstop, 0 for 1, leads off for the Angels, 4-0. Angels on top of the Dodgers. Gavin Stone whistles a fastball right by him. And Neto flying to right in the 2nd inning. And last year we started to see some of him in spring training and said, that guy's pretty good. And he had some limited time, not full time with the Angels last year, but as the season went along, he got more time, and he's going to be the everyday shortstop now. He's finally worked his way all the way through the minor leagues, and he'll start as the opening day shortstop. 1 ball and 1 strike to Zach Neto. Hitting .327 this spring. A right-hander Stone brings it home, and it's low. 2-1. Well, as the sun settles off to the west, we get a great look at the San Gabriels that are silhouetted against the blue-gray sky behind it tonight. 2-1 fouled off to the right. Now, it is amazing when you really think about where we sit. Because if we went out the back door behind us, you'd see the great skyline of downtown Los Angeles. But when we look the other way, and Neto looks at a ball low, and it's 3-2. We look the other way, you'd never know you're anywhere near a city.
Great views in either direction.
This is so unique here. Here's the wind of the payoff pitch. Swung out, a little chopper to the left side, charged one-handed by Rojas, throws on the run right to Freeman, and Neto is out.
Yeah, nice play because Rojas knew he was going to get the in-between hop as he was on the run. Came in, got the in-between hop, and never broke stride, made the throw to first.
That's going to do it for Gavin Stone as he ends up going 4 1/3 tonight in his final tune-up before the regular season. Dave Roberts comes to get him. And Gavin Stone, the blemish for him tonight was in the 2nd inning, the 3-run homer that Logan O'Hoppe drilled to center field. Joe Kelly will come in to replace him. We've got a pitching change timeout. 1 out, top of the 5th. It's the Angels 4, Dodgers nothing.
In the history of Dodger Stadium, there's been 18 total rainouts. Hi, I'm Dave Roberts. As manager of LA's favorite ball club, I know a little something about rainouts. And last year's rain was one for the books. It was also one of LA County's best for capturing rain and stormwater. Over 200 billion gallons of stormwater was captured, enough for 5 million people. This year is starting out stormy. That's why LA County's putting in the work now for a safe, clean, reliable water future. Find out more at waterforla.com.
taking requests at Arco Radio, the only station that's a gas station. I'm your host, Hannah, the Dashboard Hula Girl.
Hi, I'd like to dedicate a song to the other gas stations.
I'm sorry?
Well, I've stopped going to them since I discovered Arco's quality gas at lower prices. So this is my farewell.
All right. Other stations, this one's for you. I'm not crying, you're crying.
Arco, quality top-tier gas for less. Savings based on independent retail price survey. See arco.com for details. Learn more at toptiergas.com.
Hey, it's David Vassay. What makes Navien a home run for your home? Navien tankless water heaters offer an endless flow of hot water for spa-like comfort, a 15-year limited warranty, and lower energy bills. Right now, SoCal Gas is offering up to a $1,200 rebate when you replace your old tank with a new, high-efficiency Navien tankless water heater. Find the name of your Navien contractor today at tanklessmadesimple.com. That's tanklessmadesimple.com.
One down, top of the fifth inning. Anthony Rendon to face Joe Kelly. Pitching change brought to you by Navien, high-efficiency tankless water heaters, boilers, and the new NPF hydro furnace. Next level comfort, perfect for your home and the environment. Learn more at hydrofurnace.com. First pitch missing for a ball, 1-0. Gavin Stone, 4 1/3, 4 hits, 4 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. 71 pitches, 45 of the 71 good for strikes. 2 balls and no strikes now to Rendon. Kelly with 42 appearances last year, 2 and 5, 60 strikeouts over 39 in the third innings pitched. He pauses at the top of the windup, now fires a strike home. A sinker at 96. He's Mariachi Joe, and if you don't remember why, the 2021 season, he traded one of the Mariachis who was here on a Tuesday night, a jacket. Ground ball to short, scooped up by Rojas, and he throws on to first for the second out. So 2 down for the Angels in the fifth. So after one game, he said, hey, I like that Mariachi jacket, and he traded a game jersey of his and got the jacket. And then when the team was in D.C. later in the year, and after the World Series in 2020, they got invited to the White House, the White House visit. Joe didn't really have anything to wear. Here's the pitch to Aaron Hicks. That's in for a strike. And that included pants. So he needed to use, he borrowed a pair of pants from Mookie Betts, which certainly were too small for him. And he didn't have a jacket, so he wore the Mariachi jacket to the White House. There's the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss. Good slider. And so after that, he has been known as Mariachi Joe. Here's the 0-2. Quickly sent toward the plate. Slider strikes him out.
As on the abbreviated delivery, too.
Good pitch. So that does it. The Angels go in order in the top half of the fifth. We'll go to the home half of the fifth inning. We come back to Dodger Stadium. The score, the Angels 4, the Dodgers nothing.
With Dodger season just getting started, step up to the plate and prepare the best ballpark food at home, like the world-famous Dodgers carne asada fries, made with Chef Merito steak and meat seasoning. Since everyone will start asking, ¿Ya Merito?, run to chefmerito.com to get the authentic seasonings, spices, and marinades that make a carne asada of champions, chicken dishes, and even michelada recipes, inning in and inning out. Visit chefmerito.com.
When cancer is the question, City of Hope is the answer.
Because hope isn't just wishing for a cure.
It's the most cancer clinical trials in California.
Doctors discovering treatments used worldwide.
And success in treating all types and stages of cancer. At a top-ranked hospital with just one mission.
Curing your cancer.
With over 30 SoCal locations. This is hope. City of Hope.
Visit cityofhope.org to learn more.
Take me out to Morongo, where I can watch all the games, with thousands of slots and blackjack, with big screen TVs from the front to the back. Yes, the dining there is outstanding. Sideline Sports Bar is simply grand. We were voted Yes, once again, best casino of the Southland. Morongo, good times.
This is LA Dodgers baseball.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Dodgers and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
4-0 Angels. Dodger half of the fifth inning. Reed Detmers, the starter, still out there facing Miguel Rojas, the number 9 hitter. First ball swinging, hits it deep to center field, but not deep enough. In front of the warning track, Mike Trout squares up, catches the ball. 1 pitch and 1 away in the Dodger fifth.
Detmers, a good spring to begin with. 4 other starts. You mentioned earlier that the Detmers in 22 threw a no-hitter against Tampa. And for the Angels, that was their 12th in their history. We will see a couple of authors, one on his own and the other one a combined no-hitter for the Angels. We'll see him tomorrow night as the Dodgers leave LA, go down to Anaheim. Messrs. Clyde Wright.
Oh, yes.
And Mark Langston. Langston's was a combined no-hitter.
And we see Clyde in the press room all the time.
Oh, yeah. He'll tell us if his tomatoes are growing very well this year.
He's a good gardener. 1-1 pitch, and Mookie swings, hits a fly ball to slight left center field. Over there to get it is Mike Trout, and there are 2 down quickly.
And speaking of no-hitters, you mentioned also that, we saw Walker Buehler have an extended live hitting session against live hitters today. And Walker Buehler was part of the last no-hitter thrown by the Dodgers. It was in Monterrey, Mexico. A combined no-hitter.
So here's Shohei Ohtani with 2 outs and nobody on. He looks at a pitch down and away, a curveball.
And I wonder how many people can name the other 3 pitchers that combined with Buehler for that no-hitter. We'll answer the question. Tony Cingrani, Yimi Garcia, and Adam Liberatore.
1-0 pitch. And that's up high, 2-0. Everybody knows that, though, right?
Yeah, well. That was the first no-hitter thrown outside by Major League player. First no-hitter thrown outside the U.S. or Canada. Monterrey, Mexico. 2018.
Detmer is delivering the 2-0. Swing and a miss. This week something pretty cool is going to happen in honor of Shohei Ohtani. Downtown. Little Tokyo. There'll be an unveiling on Wednesday of a mural along the side of a building.
That's a big unveiling.
It is big. 2-1 pitch. He swings, fouls it off. The artist is Robert Vargas, and that's going to be around 11 a.m. on Wednesday. 1st Street between Central and San Pedro. And I'm a downtowner, so I'm going to go over there, I think. Pitch is up high, but I've seen the photos of it already and how it's been coming along. It really is cool. And it's huge. It's the entire side of a hotel. 3-2. That's, well, up and in. Easy to say. And that backs Shohei out of there, and he walks. And he almost got down to first base the hard way. And chin music delivered to Shohei Ohtani. So Ohtani at first, and here's Freddie Freeman, 1 for 2 with a double. And the pitch to Freddie, swing and a miss. Don't know if there's a Freddie Freeman mural yet, but I do know there's a Joe Kelly one.
Yeah.
In Silver Lake.
Yeah. And Fernando.
Fernando has, on the side of a house on Sunset. And there's another mural featuring him also on Sunset across the street. Mookie's in a few. One of the cool things about LA is the street art and the building art, the murals that are all over town. 0-1 pitch. That's outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Freddie Freeman. Rick Monday mural in Santa Monica somewhere near the airport. Nobody's seen it yet, but it's there.
Well, it's on the underside of a manhole cover.
Two and one now to Freddie. It's an invisible mural. It's a new kind.
I'm sure you've driven over it numerous times.
Probably so, and not even thought twice. Stretch and a 2-1. And Freddie chases a slider down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Matt Moore, a left-hander, warming up now for the Angels in their bullpen. Dodgers have some activity. Daniel Hudson loosening. 2-2. And Freddie swings the slider and misses, having a little trouble with the Reed Detmer slider tonight. And he goes out on strikes. No runs, no hits, 1 left, and no Angels errors. We move to the 6th inning at Dodger Stadium. It's the Angels 4, Dodgers nothing.
The NBA playoffs are right around the corner, and you can hear the best matchups and wall-to-wall coverage on NBA Radio Channel 86.
Driving through the rim, got there, lays it up and in!
We're getting you ready for the postseason with our experts all day, every day.
This is what playoff basketball is, man. This ain't about pretty stuff.
Defensively, they have 0 weaknesses.
The NBA postseason starts April 16th, and your home for all the action is NBA Radio Channel 86 in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
The Busted Open podcast is now available on YouTube. This is Dave LaGreca, host of Busted Open, the #1 pro wrestling show on the planet. You can now watch and listen to the award-winning Busted Open podcast every single day on YouTube. Our best interviews, behind-the-scenes access, and some of our best content from the past. All available right now when you go to youtube.com/@BustedOpenPodcast. Subscribe right now.
Hi, this is Mike Tirico. The 2024 Masters Tournament is coming, and you can hear all the action on SiriusXM.
They turned right into the cup for John Rahm.
Masters Radio returns Monday, April 8th, with play-by-play coverage from Augusta National Golf Club beginning Thursday, April 11th.
Rory McIlroy, 8 under par, 64. He's thinking grand slam.
Hear the 2024 Masters on Channel 92 when you're in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Hey, baseball fans, the best 24/7 hoops talk lives on NBA Radio as we get you ready for the stretch run of the season only on Channel 86 and on the brand new SiriusXM app.
Freddie Freeman has done it again inside the pole.
This is first baseman Freddie Freeman. You're listening to Dodgers Baseball on SiriusXM.
4-0 Angels. We go to the top of the 6th inning. The pitching change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Changes to tell you about as we go along here defensively. And at the plate, Mike Trout for the Angels. And the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike from Daniel Hudson. Hudson takes over for Joe Kelly. Kelly 2/3 of an inning, 1 strikeout. New shortstop is Trey Sweeney. Rojas is out. Sweeney is in at short. The second baseman is a youngster we have not seen yet this spring. It is 19-year-old Alex Albertus. And he is from Aruba. But he did not participate in any of the Cactus League games. So this is his first shot to be seen, and what a place to be seen, Dodger Stadium. Kike Hernandez has replaced Freddie Freeman over at first base, so he's gone from center field to first. We'll catch the outfielders here in a moment. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Trout. And the pitch is up high and in. 2-2.
You're saying what a place to be seen and what a place to see.
Yeah, Kendall George out there in center field. Last year's #1 draft choice. He was out there last night. And pitch high to Mike Trout. And so when Kendall George comes up, you want to see him get on base. He put on a little display of how he can run last night. And there is a good chance he is the fastest runner in this organization. He can fly. And Trout will go down to first base as Hudson walks him. One on, nobody out for the Angels in the 6th. Yeah, so George is the only change in the outfield, Kendall George, and then Chris Taylor still in left, Teoscar Hernandez still in right, and Max Muncy still at third. So Taylor Ward up there, he swings and misses on a high four-seamer from Hudson. Well, Hudson really wants to get that slider going. He says he feels good physically. Hudson, the veteran, steps off the back of the rubber. He's been around quite a while. This is the 7th appearance he's made in spring training for the Dodgers in a Cactus League game or an exhibition game. He delivers low to Ward. He was a non-roster invite, made the club, and has appeared in the regular season. In game 1 against the Padres in Seoul, South Korea, tossed a one-hit inning, striking out one. Gets a swinging strike here against Ward, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. And it was the slider that induced the strike. Middle infield playing for 2. Here's the pitch. And another slider is just off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So we get a look at Alex Albertus tonight, Mo. That's a guy we haven't seen. Dodgers have a lot of depth in the minor leagues. Ball is swung on and hit well to right center field and deep. Kendall George back. He's on the track. Oh, he pulled up. And the ball bounced off the track up over the wall for a double. Oh, he had it in his back pocket. He saw Teoscar Hernandez. And he gave way for Hernandez. And they both said, I don't want it. You take it. And the ball bounced in between them.
Yeah, and I really think that, Hernandez, that ball is really hit to him. He did not have to go nearly as far, but that's just a mix-up. Guys have not played together before. Who's going to call it, and who's going to demand that they can catch it? Well, it didn't happen.
Center fielder, though, is the priority guy out there, right?
Yeah, but only if you're calling for it, and but we don't know if anyone was calling.
Second and third, nobody out. The Angels threatening with Drury at the plate. The second baseman takes strike one. Good slider from Hudson. So Hudson's going to have to pitch here. Got to get some outs without advancing any base runners. 4 runs on 5 hits for the Angels. No runs, 3 hits for the Dodgers. There's a cut and a miss, and it's 0-2. That slider really has warmed up now for Hudson. Well, we've seen a couple of questionable routes, or routes that he'll learn to do better, in center field last night that allowed the balls to get by him and go to the wall. And now that play with Teoscar Hernandez, the communication issue. But that's what developmental baseball is all about. You learn by doing.
Well, you also learn that you have teammates that are out there, and you've got to know how close the guy is to you before the pitch is made.
1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Here could. And it's in there for a called strike 3. Slider that caught the inside corner. So part 1 done. Now 2 more to go. First strikeout for Hudson.
First baseman Nolan Samuel.
Hudson only pitched 3 innings for the Dodgers last year. They all happened to be scoreless. But he had 3 innings last year. Back on the injured list, a right knee injury. And that was so frustrating for him because he spent considerable time rehabbing from a left knee injury. So it just took him a while to get right again. Infield drawn in for the Dodgers. The batter is Nolan Shonowell. And he'll take a strike. Runners lead 2nd and 3rd. 1 down. Top of the 6th inning. And the pitch now, the 0-1. Fouled back, and it's 0-2. Hudson right now would love to get the strikeout. Get the infielder to move back with 2 outs and then take any out he can get. No balls and 2 strikes. Stretch, and Hudson from the third base side of the rubber delivers. A ball low. 1-2.
Just watching Kendall George Tim, in center field. He's still talking to himself.
Well, there's a lot of room between himself and his fellow outfielders, so he's alone in that meeting. The pitch swung out, and that's driven to left center field. Kendall George will come over and cut it off. 2 runs are going to come in, and a 2-run single by Shadowell, and Hudson had him on the ropes. Now it is 6-0 Angels.
Yeah, that's a tough man to lose right there when you have 0-2, and then you lay a ball 95 miles an hour pretty much over the middle of the plate and elevated.
Trout comes in to score. Taylor Ward comes in to score. Shadowell is at first base with 1 out, and the batter's Miguel Sano. Right on right matchup here. Infield moves back looking for 2. Pitches in the dirt, scooped up with a backhand by Will Smith. The big hit in the game came in the second inning with 2 outs and 2 on. Logan O'Hoppe hitting a 429-foot home run into the batter's eye in center field. The pitch, and that's low. 2 balls, no strikes. Sano is 1 for 2. He singled and scored in the second inning. And in the fourth, he struck out looking. He takes a wave and a miss at a Daniel Hudson slider. 2 balls and a strike to Miguel Sano. Three-way series continues tomorrow night. James Paxton, the lefty, will pitch for the Dodgers against Chase Silseth for the Angels. Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. First pitch 6:07 from Angel Stadium. We got a long commute tomorrow, Mo.
Well, we'll leave L.A. and go down to Orange County.
Yes. What's the time difference?
Ask Bassett.
3-1. They're swinging a miss. 3-2. David still might be suffering a remnant of jet lag from
Korea. Oh, he thinks
South
he's
Korea.
still airborne over Siberia.
So the 3-2 on the way. Payoff pitch. And Sano swings at a slider and strikes out. Second strikeout for Hudson. And Dave Roberts coming out to get him. So Hudson will be out. And coming in to pitch will be another pitcher we have not seen yet in the exhibition season, Edgardo Henriquez. He'll take over to try to get the final out of the top of the 6th inning. Pitching change timeout. The score, the Angels 6, Dodgers nothing.
Hey, LA County, Freddie Freeman here. Did you know 6 billion bottles and cans go unrecycled every year? That's a foul ball. We all need to practice the 4 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle, and rethink. By recycling cans and bottles, and even better, choosing reusable containers over single use, we can keep our communities clean, reduce the amount of waste going to local landfills, and cut back on harmful greenhouse gases. To find a recycling center near you, check out cleanla.com.
Life doesn't stop when the economy is uncertain. The market might not care you have a wedding to plan or a kid to put through school. And inflation doesn't know you've got a family to feed. But Bank of America does, and is here to help. With digital tools to help you save and local experts in Southern California, you can keep life moving forward the way you need it to. Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com. Bank of America N.A. member FDIC equal credit opportunity lender.
Your car is one of your most prized possessions, so you want to make sure you're taking care of it, and that includes routine oil changes. Hi, this is Tim Cates. With our family cars, I trust the folks at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. No waiting rooms, no appointment needed. With locations all over Southern California, go to SoCalOilChange.com and find the Valvoline Instant Oil Change near you. When you pull in, they offer stay-in-your-car service while you wait. Got 15 minutes? Need an oil change? Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Edgardo Henriquez is out of Cubana, Venezuela, 21-year-old. Had pitched in Rancho Cucamonga parts of the last 2 seasons, or not last year, but the year before, I should say, 2022. He comes on the pitch, and this pitching change is brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations throughout Southern California. 6-0 Angels, 2 down, runner aboard at first. That is Nolan Schanuel. And Schanuel, the first baseman, getting in a bit of a lead, I should say. And Henriquez making his first exhibition appearance for the Dodgers this spring. A tall right-hander, 6'4". And the pitch way inside. Did it get him? I don't know how it missed him. Logan O'Hoppe is the batter, and somehow that ball eluded him.
Yeah, O'Hoppe hopped out of the way.
He O'Hoppe'd. 2 balls, no strikes. And Henriquez kicks and delivers. That pitch way outside. I think he might be a little amped up.
Yeah.
And why not? Here you are at Dodger Stadium pitching for the very first time. Young Dodger prospect. A 3-0 pitch to O'Hoppe. He rifles a fastball that just misses inside, so a 4-pitch walk, and O'Hoppe is aboard.
No, it's understandable. This young man's coming in out of Venezuela. He's pitching in a ballpark that has attendance larger than some of the cities that he has pitched in.
That is a fact. Now Zach Neto, the shortstop, with 2 on and 2 out. Right-handed batter waits. And Henriquez gets his first strike in there. He's a little more comfortable throwing the cutter.
You know, one of the big problems for a young player, pitcher in particular, you cannot strike a batter out with just 1 pitch. And to pace yourself is easy to talk about, difficult to do.
Pitch comes home, check swing, and the ball ends up in the Angel dugout. That's strike 2.
They will tell you it's 60 feet 6 inches. They'll tell you that the plate is 17 inches wide, just like every other ballpark that you pissed in. This is light years different.
It's a little different than the scene in the movie Hoosiers.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, it's 10 feet, just like our gym back in Hickory.
Well, you don't walk out of the cornfields and all of a sudden take control of the game.
Stretch check of the runners. Henriquez shrugs his shoulders, now delivers a pitch, and it's fouled back. It's got good velocity. I mean, that fastball was almost 99 miles per hour. 98.6. He's got the pitch he wants. He's settled on the first base side of the rubber. Kicks, fires, and the ball low. The slider instead. 6 runs on 6 hits for the Angels. No runs, 3 hits for the Dodgers. Next time the Dodgers play here will be Thursday afternoon. The home opener. The pitch. That's high. St. Louis Cardinals will be in town. Their only visit. A 4-game series.
And on Thursday, even the veterans will have to take control of adrenaline earlier on.
2 ball, 2 strike pitch. Swung on and belted to left field. That backs up Chris Taylor. He got his feet tangled for a second, but recovered. And he makes the catch in the side retire. For the Angels in the 6th, 2 runs, 2 hits. And 2 men left. No Dodger errors. On the bottom of the 6th inning, it's the Angels 6, Dodgers nothing.
Here's what's happening on Sirius XM Sports.
Men's Sweet 16 is set. Sirius XM College Sports Radio 84 recaps the weekend results and analyzes which schools may make the Final Four. Plus, a close look at the Women's Sweet 16, which will be finalized today. Your March Madness home. Sirius XM College Sports Radio, Channel 84, and the Sirius XM app.
Sirius XM Sports. Wherever you are, your team plays here.
Get ready for the 2024 NFL Draft on Sirius XM NFL Radio.
Touchdown, Caleb Williams.
Catch exclusive interviews with the top prospects as they begin their journey to the NFL. And hear pick-by-pick coverage of the 2024 Draft from Detroit in April.
With the first pick, the Chicago Bears select.
Your home for the 2024 NFL Draft is Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
You love listening to baseball. You love talking about baseball, and so do we. That's why SiriusXM has the only channel on the radio dedicated to baseball 24/7. It's MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM Channel 89. News, opinions, passionate baseball talk from former players and GMs, plus interviews with players, managers, and executives, original specials, and much, much, much more. All baseball, every day, on your radio. If you can hear me right now, you've got MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM Channel 89, and on the SiriusXM app.
In season or out of season, the #1 place for college sports is SiriusXM College Sports Radio, Channel 84.
Dodgers fan Dave Roberts joins MLB Network Radio Fridays at 11:35 a.m. Pacific on SiriusXM 89 and the SXM app.
Former Giant Matt Moore, left-handed reliever for the Angels, facing Will Smith. First pitch to Smith is high for a ball. Some changes other than Moore. New battery entirely. Matt Theis is now doing the catching. Ohapi is out. Miguel Sano has moved from third to first base. Here's the pitch. And Will hits one high in the air to right field. And it is going to be caught.
Yeah, Hicks is still out there.
That is Hicks. He's still there. No changing right. Ray Adrianza is now the second baseman, and over at third base is Luis Rengifo.
But get ready. We'll see some new faces soon.
Max Muncy's 2 for 2. And the first pitch from Moore is high and outside. It's Chevy truck season at your Southern California Chevy dealers, and there's no better time to do what you do best in a Chevy Silverado. Visit SoCalChevy.com for more information. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. There's a fly ball foul down the third base side and up into the seats. Well, when Matt Moore was pitching with San Francisco on an August day, August 25th, 2016. As a starter, he was having a tremendous ball game, and he was only 1 out from pitching a no-hitter, and it happened to be against the Dodgers. Pitch to Muncy, drills it to center field, and that ball is going to be caught by Mike Trout, who never had to move, and there were 2 men out. So he's got a 1-hitter, or no-hitter going rather, and 1 out to get, and up comes a young Dodger shortstop in Corey Seager. From the left side, and a left-on-left matchup, was able to get some good wood on it and knock it up the middle, and got himself a base hit and broke up the no-hitter. But Moore pitched a tremendous game nonetheless. And now working on coming out of the bullpen with the Angels. 1-0 is the count to Teoscar Hernandez. Dodger right fielder spits one foul out of play down the right field side. Alex Vesia, is that Alex? No, that's Ryan Yarbrough. Beg your pardon. Ryan Yarbrough getting loose for the Dodgers in the bullpen down the left field side. And the pitch low and in to Teoscar. 2 balls and a strike. So Yarbrough, we were expecting to see. We have seen Hudson. We have seen Kelly. We expected them to pitch. And we also expect to see Alex Vesia at some point. Pitches in the dirt, skips away from Theis over to the Dodger on deck circle. 2 down, bottom of the 6th. 6-0 is the score. Angels on top. Dodgers winning game 1 last night. And Moore sets and fires, and this one fouled back. Yeah, you'd think a lot of players would drive down tomorrow, right? And then when their time is up, they will get in their cars and drive back home.
Oh. Many of them will be home by the 7th inning.
Yep. 3-2 pitches up high, ball 4. Teoscar walks with 2 outs. But that's a spring training game. I mean, the guys do that anyway, especially in Arizona where the ballparks are so close. They'll just
I'm going to mention another guy that's going to be home early, too. Keep this in mind. Monday, April 1st against the Giants, 7:10. First 40,000 fans in attendance will receive a Fernando Valenzuela jersey, courtesy of Bank of America. For tickets and more information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
He's home early every night.
And he normally waves to us or just kind of whistles as he goes by the booth and
does a little walk by.
Yeah, and smiles.
See you tomorrow. Stretch by Moore, looks over at Hernandez at first. Now Kike Hernandez, the batter, he swings. It's a high drive to left field and deep. Ball headed back toward the wall. Taylor Ward on the track and in front of the wall makes the catch. That might be the best hit ball by a Dodger tonight, but it didn't leave the yard. And the Dodgers are done in the bottom of the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, 1 left, and no Angel errors. On to the 7th inning. Angels 6, Dodgers nothing.
Hey Dickerson, word on the street is that you're driving the Ford F-150 Lightning now. Does that mean I can have your Ford F-150 Hybrid?
Absolutely not. I still drive both, and if I want to get as far away from you as possible, the Ford F-150 Hybrid goes over 700 miles on 1 tank.
Well, I guess I'll head to my Southern California Ford dealer today for great offers on a Ford F-Series truck during Ford's Truck Month.
Tell them ED sent you.
The Ford F-Series. Built Ford tough.
Hey, it's David Vassay. You've heard me talk about Navien, the #1 selling condensing tankless water heaters, and how they're a game changer in saving you money on your energy bill. Now, Navien is taking it a step further and introducing the new MPF Hydro Furnace. Finished are the days you have to blast hot air on and off to achieve a set temperature, wrecking your home's humidity levels. Unlike traditional furnaces, the Hydro Furnace transfers heat from water to adjust your home's temperature and constantly adapts to the changing outdoor conditions for perfect indoor comfort all year long. The whisper and quiet operation of the Hydro Furnace is both efficient and environmentally friendly. Not to mention, it can help lower your utility bill even more on top of lowering harmful emissions. It's a win-win. Navient's new MPF Hydro Furnace is available now. SoCal Gas customers can get a more than $1,200 rebate when they have a new Navient MPF Hydro Furnace installed. For more information, visit hydrofurnace.com.
Dodgers fans, after this game, get back to what's really important. Your fantasy football team. We're talking about it right now on Fantasy Sports Radio, Channel 87, and the SiriusXM app.
Yarbrough last year, 25 appearances, 9 starts between Kansas City and the Dodgers. 8-7, pitch cut on and missed by Rendon. Rendon tonight is 1 for 3. He doubled and scored in the 3rd inning. Yarbrough, the extreme third base side of the rubber. Exhales, now delivers, and the ball hit in the air to center field. Kendall George drifting back on it, now backpedaling in front of the track. He'll make the catch for the out. 1 gone. Shakey's Pizza Parlor is the official pizza partner, that is, of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game day, it's group day at Shakey's.com. Josue De Paula is out in right field now, the 18-year-old. Played out there last night. And Austin Gauthier is taken over at third base. Max Muncy is out. And the pitch is in there for a strike. And now doing the catching is Tyron Lorenzo, who played first base last night. We haven't seen him catch yet. There's a swing and a miss. A very nice curveball from Yarbrough. And Aaron Hicks now with an 0-2 count. Left-hander Jose Suarez loosening up for the Angels in their bullpen. So lots happening at the end of these games, right? 7th inning on, you've got a lot of replacements. Pitchers that managers are trying to get in. And it's the big difference between a regular season game and a spring game. Curveball, cut on, and that's strike 3.
There is a race going on right now. People trying to get the cars in the parking lot before Fernando gets to his.
Good luck. Mike Trout coming up. Before he does, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Dodgers Audio Network.
You're listening to Spring Training Baseball on SiriusXM. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM 89, and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
First pitch to Trout inside. And it's 1-0 to Mike Trout.
Oh, he'll hear about it.
Oh, he will.
Yeah. And if not, we'll tell him tomorrow.
Now a 1-0 pitch coming to Trout from Yarbrough. A breaking ball outside. Well, I asked Fernando today, so would you be willing to teach somebody the screwball, the scroogee? He shook his head. Oh, no. That's his. 2-0 pitch, and that's inside.
Yeah, but he learned it from someone else.
Somebody
Bobby Castillo.
Yeah. But he says, no, I'm not going to do that. He said with his big grin. 3-0 pitch. That is high, ball 4 to Trout. So a 2-out walk issued. But what a summer, though, for Fernando last year. I mean, to be recognized the way that he was, had his number retired. And deservedly so. And you had a front row seat being on that team in 1981 when Fernando Mania hit baseball.
I couldn't be happier for him. You know, he was such an inspiration to Dodger baseball, really the city of Los Angeles.
So Ward fouls one down the right side for strike one.
When he started that first game in '81 against the Houston Astros, because Jerry Royce had gotten hurt, a leg injury, a couple of days before opening day, Tommy Lasorda, who was going to have Fernando coming out of the bullpen, said, hey, wait a minute, I do not want to disrupt the starting rotation. So Fernando, instead of being in the bullpen, you're going to be our starting pitching opening day. Didn't change either.
0-1, that pitch inside. He never came out of the rotation.
No, he went 8-0. The shutouts that he threw consecutively were just outstanding. And it is like we kept waiting and waiting and said, well, wait a minute, what's going on with this young man?
2 outs, a man aboard. 1-1 pitch to Ward.
And the baffled look, Tim, on hitters' faces when he would throw the screwball, or if they were looking for the screwball after they first saw it and said, oh, my goodness, this is something else. He'd throw the fastball by them.
The mid-90s. 2-1 pitch, bouncing ball toward the hole at third, cut off by Gauthier, goes to second. They get the force out there. So Ward grounds into the force out that retires the side. No runs, no hits, 1 left. Stretch time, middle of the 7th. Angels 6, Dodgers nothing.
The best thing about TimberTech decking is the durability.
It's standing up to all of nature's elements and all of our family's elements.
Any family gathering, we're the go-to location. The cooking, the dogs, the kids, we've had 0 issues with it.
We've only had to clean it 1 time in all the time that we've had it. It looks like the real thing.
We never had an outdoor space like that we could spend so much time on. It's an actual extension of our house.
Find a local contractor or get free decking samples at timbertech.com.
Medi-Cal renewals are happening now. All members' eligibility is reviewed once annually, and everyone's renewal date is different. You can check your renewal month in your online benefitscal.com account. If your current address, email, or phone number have changed, please update your information with your local county office. If you get a renewal form in the mail in a yellow envelope, you must complete it to keep your Medi-Cal. If you don't, you will lose your coverage. Visit lacare.org for more information. That's lacare.org.
Ohtani hits a high fly ball, deep left field. It is back. It is gone. A 2-run homer. Shohei Ohtani.
After an off-season unlike any other, come celebrate an unforgettable opening day at Dodger Stadium on March 28th as the Dodgers kick off the 2024 season versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Presented by Bank of America. For tickets and more information, visit Dodgers.com/opening day.
Tune to SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 all year long to hear expert opinions and analysis from former players, coaches, and executives.
Left-hander Jose Suarez comes out of the Angel pen. Start the Dodger half of the 7th inning with Bottom of the seventh is brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Chris Taylor to lead off. Dodgers down 6-0. Just haven't had anything going at all offensively tonight. Taylor swings at the first pitch, bounces it down to third. Rengifo up with it in the hole, straightens up, throws on to first. One pitch and one out here in the seventh inning. Dodgers have left 7 men on base. The Angels 4 to this point game. And they've seen a steady dose of left-handed pitching. 3 Detmers, Matt Moore, now Jose Suarez. Suarez, 26 years of age. He's out of Venezuela. And Trey Sweeney at the plate.
Yeah, it's like a left-hander's night out at Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, if you're left-handed, you get in free. You got in free.
I got here early.
You're also left-handed, so pitch fouled away, and it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Trey Sweeney. Former first-round draft choice of the Yankees. Pops this one up, shallow left center field, and over to get it is Mike Trout, who's still in the ballgame. He cut in front of Taylor Ward to make the catch.
And Ward was standing flat-footed, waiting to catch it.
Well, there's a term in baseball for a certain age group. Kelly leaked them from the Bad News Bears.
Well, and if you want to go back even farther than that, ball hog.
Yeah. Here is Alex Albertus, and he's out of Aruba. We've not seen much of him at all this spring until now. Playing second base, right-handed hitter. Our first look at him, he cuts and misses. And he wants time. He gets the quick timeout. And it hits a ground ball right back into the glove of Suarez, who turns and throws over to first base. And that is a very quick bottom of the 7th inning. A 1-3 put out to end it. And we'll head to the 8th. It's the Angels 6, Dodgers nothing.
Major League Baseball's opening day is Thursday, and every pitch of the season is on Sirius XM.
This team never stops.
Hear your hometown announcers on the all-new Sirius XM app.
They celebrate at home plate.
And talk baseball every day with our team of former players and executives on MLB Network Radio, Channel 89.
There's just something about opening day of the Major League Baseball season.
Get closer to the action on Sirius XM and the all-new Sirius XM app.
The NASCAR Cup Series is on Sirius XM. We're back on the track Sunday,
6 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Toyota Owners 400 from Richmond Raceway.
Checker flag, baby. Yeah.
On Sirius XM NASCAR Radio Channel 90 in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app. Get closer to everything that moves you wherever you are with the Sirius XM app.
Let's make some smoke and drink some beer. Yes.
You love listening to baseball. You love talking about baseball. You love yelling at your buddies about baseball because they love baseball, and so do we. That's why SiriusXM has the only channel on the radio dedicated to baseball 24/7. It's MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM Channel 89. News, opinions, passionate baseball talk from former players and GMs, plus interviews with players, managers, and executives, and much, much, much more. If you can hear me right now, you've got MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM Channel 89, and on the SiriusXM app.
Hey, baseball fans, the best 24/7 Hoops talk lives on NBA Radio as we get you ready for the stretch run of the season, only on Channel 86 and on the brand new Sirius XM app.
Tune to Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 all year long to hear expert opinions and analysis from former players, coaches, and executives.
Top of the 8th inning, 6-0. Angels with the lead over the Dodgers. Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo, good times. Ariel Rianza, the second baseman, is in, facing Ryan Yarbrough in the 8th inning. And the first pitch to him is outside for a ball. New left fielder for the Dodgers, Chris Taylor, out of the game, is Zahir Hope, who came over to the Dodgers from the Cubs organization. Playing a rookie ball last year. He had 11 games as a pro last year, but he's in an exhibition game in late March at Dodger Stadium. So it's been a pretty good year for him then. Adrianza does not have a hit yet in spring training, and he still doesn't. He swings and misses at this pitch, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. He's stretching the pitch. It's tapped foul past third. So James Paxton's going to pitch tomorrow night, Mo, and we saw him very limited duty in the Cactus League games, but he pitched a lot behind the scenes. Did not make the trip to South Korea because his spot wasn't going to get called in an exhibition game or in the regular season games. But what we did see of him was very impressive. Pitches inside to Adrianza, and the count even 2-2. Now, it'll be good to see him pitching tomorrow night for the Dodgers. Give everybody a pretty solid look at him.
A solid look at him, and mixing in that fastball with very good breaking stuff.
Yarborough's 2-2. Pulled foul off the front of the Dodger dugout.
Yeah, there's no reason to go to on that trip, get jet lag just to work out.
He stayed in
a
Arizona.
bullpen session.
Yeah. Stayed down at Camelback Ranch, did his work. Stayed on schedule. 2-2 pitch. And a fly ball slicing down the right field side. Long run for DePaula. And he slides in foul territory, feet first. He can't make the catch.
Well, the home opener on Thursday against the Cardinals at 1:10. A lot going on that 4-game series against St. Louis. Keep in mind also that Saturday, giveaway day, Freddie Freeman bobblehead. Presented by Bank of America. First pitch for that game against the Cardinals on Saturday coming up 6:10. Get here early. And you can get your tickets, reservations, come out and join us. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Yarbrough exhales, now delivers, and ball popped up right side. Might be playable for Kike Hernandez, and it is. And he makes a basket catch. One-handed basket catch on the warning track right in front of the Angel dugout. And that is an out.
Darryl Thomas used to do that on purpose when he was with the Dodgers, and it drove Tommy Lasorda nuts.
Make you nervous?
He said, "Why are you doing that?" And then Darryl caught on. He goes, "Hey, I'm making the manager get his attention." So Darryl kept catching the ball lower and lower and lower.
Here's Luis Rengifo. He hits the ball to left field, and Hope is out there. And it springs eternal, and he makes the catch.
I hope he catches it. Yeah, but Tommy would. What are you doing? What are you? Tommy, I caught the ball.
First baseman number 22, Miguel Sano.
It's not like Kenny Landry used to catch it, but that way there, the way Kike caught
and
it.
Darryl, he was one of those. He would fit in with this current Dodger ball club. He could play multiple positions. In fact, he even caught at least one game. And the equipment didn't even come close to fitting.
First baseman Miguel Sano takes high ball one. 2 outs, bases empty in a 6-0 game, top of the 8th. Well, a cool night here at Dodger Stadium. Very pleasant evening, jacket weather. You notice what's missing from the field tonight that we had here last night.
Mm-hmm.
The rain tarp. It was on the field last night just in case.
Don't need no stinking tarp.
But it's gone now. Noticed that first thing when I got here today.
They moved it back out to beyond center field fence. The old 76 gas station.
2-0 pitch. That is a strike drilled in there. 2-seam fastball. Now, one thing about Yarbrough, he's not going to overwhelm you with his velocity. That was an 86-mile-an-hour fastball. But he gets a lot of soft contact, gets a ton of ground balls. 2-1, that's in there.
Yeah, the guys that throw hard get a lot of attention. But you don't have to throw the ball 100 miles an hour to be successful.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Sano ready from the right side. The lefty Yarbrough deals home, and this ball's hit in the air to right field and deep. DePaula back on the track. He reaches up and makes the catch right in front of the Angel bullpen. Boy, DePaula can cover some ground. And he did so again right there. The 18-year-old. Outstanding play. And it's a 1-2-3, top of the 8th inning. Head of the home half. And we come back to Dodger Stadium. It's the Angels 6, Dodgers nothing.
They say the best bourbons are those with a tradition of quality. The ones that carry a rich history and the potential for a bolder future. At Wild Turkey, we've made our bold, pre-prohibition style bourbon for over 100 years without once compromising our quality or our spirit. In other words, we stuck to our roots without getting stuck in our ways. And we can't think of a better tradition than that. Wild Turkey Bourbon. Trust your spirit.
Copyright 2024, Campari American, New York, New York. Never compromise. Drink responsibly.
Alignment Health Plan is changing the Medicare Advantage game so that you can be the one in charge of your health. Hey, this is Steve Sachs, and I highly recommend Alignment. They're handing you the reins so they can cater to your needs. Choose from a wide range of doctors. Your adventures in life haven't stopped. They're just beginning. Alignment Health Plan. Welcome to a new era of aging. Call 888-979-2247 from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week, or visit alignmenthealthplan.com today. Visit alignmenthealthplan.com.
You want to talk about championship culture? Let's talk about Galpin Honda. Regularly in the running for the great championship of being the #1 Honda dealer in the world, and there's a reason why, because it's led by the Bachman family, the largest family-owned and operated dealer group in Southern California. Galpin's been part of the community since 1946, offering great deals, great service with great people. And another great person, Dave Gillum, General Manager of Galpin Honda. Reach out to him now at galpinhonda.com.
Hi, this is Ray Hudson, and for all the biggest matches from club soccer's holy grail, the UEFA Champions League, tune in to Sirius XM FC 157.
James Outman will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Dodgers down 6-0. Left-hander Suarez deals him high ball one. 27,014 tonight's attendance for the exhibition game here at Dodger Stadium. Here's a 1-0 pitch to Outman. It's just outside for a ball. Tonight's game brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. Pitch is way high to Outman. 3 balls and no strikes. Kendall George is on deck, the center fielder. So now Suarez goes into the wide, and the pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Suarez, a portly figure as he stands on the mound. He'll toe the rubber near the first base side. And the pitch on the way. And Outman bangs it foul down the right side. So some changes defensively for the Angels here. Zach Neto has come out of the game at shortstop, and Ere Adrianza has moved over there. Jack Lopez has come in to play second. And Joe Adell has come in to play left field. And Outman, it's a high fly ball just past the infield skin and out into the grassy area. About 4 or 5 feet is Lopez. He'll make the catch. And that's the first out of the Dodger 8th inning.
Center field, number 84, Kendall George.
Now Kendall George. Infield playing in a little bit because they saw him last night. Anything hit on the ground, he's got a chance to get a base hit. He's 70 in the minor leagues last year in limited duty after being drafted by the Dodgers, their first pick last year. Left-handed hitter against the left-handed pitching Suarez. He shows bunt, and that draws the third baseman Rengifo in.
Yeah,
he takes it for a ball.
Yeah, he was playing in tightly to begin with, and then really on the dirt. But he was charging onto the grass each of the first 2 pitches in this at bat.
Rengifo still almost in on the grass at third. The pitch, it's outside to George. That's such a weapon, having that kind of speed. And you can affect the defense, as we've seen him do here with the Angels, by at least showing bunt and making them think, well, maybe he might lay one down. But 3-0 pitch, probably not. And that's outside ball 4. And 6-0 game late. We'll see if they run him anyway. But it's against the left-hander. They might want to see how he does against the left-hander. Kendall George draws the walk. Second night in a row he's been on base. And Josue DePaula made that nice catch in right field to end the top of the 8th inning. Is up from the left side. Middle infield playing for 2. And George has his lead out to the cut of the grass. A pitch swung on a bounding ball towards second. Lopez throws to second. They got 1. That's all they'll get. So Lopez had to go to his glove side left, grab the ball, turn, and then throw to the shortstop Adrianza to get the force out. And DePaula's at first base.
Third baseman number 82.
2 men out. Austin Gauthier is up. And we went back and even into his college information and got the proper pronunciation for him very early in spring training. If he was Gauthier, he'd have a better chance of being a hockey player.
Hey.
He got it. Skates down the ice side by each. There's an 0-1 pitch now to Gauthier. And he'll swing and hit a high drive to center field. And heading back on it is Mike Trout. He'll make the catch. And the side is retired. We head to the 9th inning. It's the Angels 6, Dodgers nothing.
They are among the greatest to ever play their sports.
Caitlin Clark is the all-time scoring leader.
They are legends and icons.
Larry Bird hit the shot with 2 seconds left. I don't know how he did it.
And you can hear them right now on the all-new Sirius XM app.
We are here with Iowa superstar Caitlin Clark.
I'm so focused on winning. It's never anything I ever take for granted.
Here comes Larry Bird, the Hall of Famer, and he just won Legend of the Year.
Legend of the Year, isn't that something? For access to the game's greats, rely on the leader in sports audio, Sirius XM and the Sirius XM app.
The NASCAR Cup Series is on Sirius XM. We're back on the track Sunday,
6 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Toyota Owners 400 from Richmond Raceway.
Checker flag, baby. Yeah.
On Sirius XM NASCAR Radio Channel 90 in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app. Get closer to everything that moves you wherever you are with the Sirius XM app.
Let's make some smoke and drink some beer. Yeah.
The most important person in sports is you, the fan.
Let me tell you something. I'm a real fan.
And your place for sports talk is Mad Dog Sports Radio, where your voice is heard all day long.
I couldn't wait to get into the truck, turn on 82.
Sharing the thrill of victory.
The joy, the jubilation. I can't stop smiling.
And the agony of defeat.
When is this franchise going to realize people really care about this?
Passionate sports fans call 888 Mad Dog 6.
You gotta love sports.
Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82, or anytime on the Sirius XM app.
In season or out of season, the #1 place for college sports is Sirius XM College Sports Radio, Channel 84.
Tune to Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 all year long to hear expert opinions and analysis from former players, coaches, and executives.
Left-hander Alex Vesia takes over. He pitched last night. So going back-to-back. He won a third of an inning, all zeros. Back-to-back outings for him here at the end of spring training. 6-0 Angels. Top of the 9th inning. Cars for Kids. No more stressing over your old vehicle. Donated today. Get it picked up tomorrow. Go to carsforkids.org. That's Cars with a K. 56 appearances last year, 2-5. Opponents hit .263 against Vesia. Matt Theis, the catcher, left-handed batter, now up there for the Angels. You know, looking at the scorebook, Mo, you know how you know Ron Washington is really an old-school manager. He has done straight changes here in a spring training game. And that's always welcome from the people keeping score.
And we give our thanks.
Straight change. If you don't know what that means, it means catcher for catcher, same spot in the batting order, and so on
and everyone
so
is keeping score along the way. It makes for a much neater scorebook.
Yeah. Most managers, I'd say the vast majority nowadays, don't care about the straight change. Used to be traditional in spring training. Everybody used to do it. Now, not so much. 2-1, that's low. And a 3-ball, 1-strike count to Matt Thaiss, who's hitting .222 this spring. Has not hit a home run, has not driven in a run, but he scored 7 of them. And the 3-1 on the way from Alex Vesia. And a strike call. Fastball at 92. So here we are in the 9th. The penultimate exhibition game. Tomorrow we'll wrap it up down in Anaheim. Wednesday off, and then Thursday they count again. Full count pitch. Vesia set on the hill. And he kicks and fires one home. Missed outside with another fastball. He walks Thaiss to start the Angel 9th. Coming up will be Lopez, Jack Lopez. Now this is part of the lineup where we'll give Ron Washington a break because he does have a middle infielder in for the shortstop, Zach Neto, but Neto came out late. So he had to put Adrianza in at second, then moved him to short. And now Lopez at the plate takes a strike. Anthony Rendon on deck. Here's the 0-1. Inside by the feet. As blocked by Lorenzo. Now Tayron Lorenzo, one of the Dodger prospects. How valuable is this guy? He can catch. Saw him playing first base last night. Dodgers know he can hit. One ball, 1-strike pitch. And here it comes. Swung on, and that is a line drive caught by Gauthier. Throws back to first just a hair too late. Gauthier had to come in and over to his right with a backhand stab. Made the catch on the run through to first, but they'll take the one out there. Lopez lines out.
Number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Rendon is 1 for 4, doubled and scored in the 3rd. He has struck out, grounded out, and flied out tonight. So Gauthier at third base. Teammates like him. They call him Gator. Pitch to the right-handed hitting Rendon is in the dirt. Baseball is a nickname sport anyway. Everybody's got a nickname. If they don't have a nickname for you, it's probably just your initials. Stretch in the 1-0. That's fisted foul and out of play. Any good or different nicknames you can remember?
Yeah, and most of them you can't repeat.
I figured.
But that's generally how we address one another when we haven't seen each other for a considerable period of time.
I've heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Seen it in person. I've been addressed that same way.
Yes.
By you. 2 balls and a strike. And Rendon, slightly open stance from the right side. Was originally slated in the lineup as the third baseman, but when he got up there, he was the designated hitter. He and Miguel Sano switch spots. Fouls this pitch back. 2-2.
Now here's the thing about nicknames also. You know who calls you by your nickname? Your friends.
That is true. Sometimes your third base coach when he's trying to give you a sign.
Mm-hmm.
Nicknames have come into play as signs in baseball too. Pitch is popped up to the right side. Albertus is under it, calling for it, backpedaling. The ball was giving him a hard time as he finally got under it, sliding to his right to make the catch, and there are 2 down.
Number 12, Aaron Hicks.
I know you've had examples, we've talked about it too, where coaches have either called you by your first name or your nickname, and it meant something, depending on what name he called you. Aaron Hicks turns around to bat right-handed. The right fielder takes ball 1.
Yeah, we used it couple of guys, if a catcher set up really early, set up early inside, well, you don't come soft inside. It's going to be something with velocity.
Next pitch is high and away.
Our thought was, why should the hitter be the only one in the ballpark that does not know where the catcher's setting up? And if a guy sets up early, why shouldn't you share it? Not using anything electronically. You're not using cameras.
2-0 from Vesia, fouled back. Well, as long as you can see it on the field.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a hitter looking out. Well, where's the defense playing then? Although, you better not get caught peeking back at the catcher, or you'll probably have one thrown right under your chin, if not in your earlobe.
2-1 pitch from Vesia to Hicks. And that is just inside, trying the fastball and missed.
The catchers are always looking at hitters. You know, do you have a different position in the batter's box? Have you moved up? You moved back? You moved closer? Are you anticipating? Are you peeking back to see where I'm setting up or trying to catch the signs?
3-1 is hit foul, back and out of play.
And if you look at catchers now, even using PitchCom, because someone out there is saying, well, you can't see the signs now because they're not using the fingers. But catchers are covering the PitchCom device because hitters could possibly recognize which buttons are being pushed.
Payoff pitch with 2 down. Runner goes. And a foul ball. Remember last year when PitchCom came on the scene, it was designed to go on a wristband. Right? So catchers started using it on a wristband in spring training. And then I think the first team we saw do this was the Cubs, where they had the Velcro strip on the top of the right shin guard. And then now everybody does it there because it's easier to hide with the catcher's mitt.
And we saw catchers removing it from the shin guard, putting their hand, calling it, and then attaching it back to the Velcro.
3-2. Runner goes. Ground ball to second. Alberta's to a knee. Grabs it, straightens up, throws on to Kike Hernandez at first for the out. Last wraps for the Dodgers coming up as we head to the bottom of the 9th inning. It's the Angels 6, Dodgers nothing.
Welcome to Arco Radio, the only station that's a gas station. I'm your host, Hannah, counting down the top 100 things we love about Arco. Number 2 was paying however you want now that Arco accepts credit cards along with debit, mobile pay, and cash. And number 1 is, for the 400th week in a row, lower prices on top-tier gas.
Arco, quality top-tier gas for less. Savings based on independent retail price survey. See arco.com for details. Learn more at toptiergas.com.
It's the bottom of the 9th. The game's on the line, and your small business needs a loan fast. Go to ondeck.com, the small business lender trusted by thousands of business owners. With On Deck, you can apply in minutes, and if approved, get your funds as soon as the same day. Go to ondeck.com. Your loan is on deck. Depending on certain loan attributes, your business loan may be issued by OnDeck or Celtic Bank. Limited eligibility for same-day funding. OnDeck does not lend in North Dakota. All loans subject to lender approval.
And Taylor hammers one deep to left field. This ball's gone, a grand slam.
The 2024 season is on, and baseball is back. This year, get ready for 10 drone shows lighting up the night. Come to Dodger Stadium on Friday, March 29th against the St. Louis Cardinals. And stay after the game for the first Dodger Stadium Friday Night Lights drone show of the season, presented by Budweiser. To purchase tickets, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
After the game, join us on MLB Network Radio. We're talking baseball with you all season long on SiriusXM Channel 89 and the SiriusXM app.
Lorenzo will lead off for the Dodgers in the 9th. Suarez will be out to pitch for the Angels. Stays on, and Lorenzo from the right side will look at a pitch in there for a strike, a cutter. So catching is the duty that he has tonight. First base was last night. Suarez steps back, kicks, delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Bottom of the 9th inning. And then Dodgers start looking ahead to tomorrow, the final tune-up. Well, tomorrow we'd expect a lot of the younger guys to play for probably half the game or so. So I would expect to see Lorenzo get some time tomorrow, too. And this is really valuable for the young players like him.
Well, tomorrow night you will also have a very busy scorebook.
Yes. 1-2, swing and a miss. He offered at the changeup, couldn't connect. And that is strike 3. Well, 1 down in the 9th.
Number 8, Kike Hernandez.
We got David Vassay coming up. He's got a lot of post-game activity, and he'll have some Dodger talk, too. Make sure you join him for some Monday Night Dodger talk.
You can wake him up from his nap.
Yeah, he hasn't been in here all night for nothing. Kike Hernandez facing Suarez. He swings, hits it on the ground, foul past third, and it is backhanded by Rengifo in foul ground. Kike wants time and gets it. And Malachi Moore will give him some time. So with 1 out in the 9th, he'll get the brush out and clean off home plate. May as well have a clean plate at this time of the night. There's the 0-2. And Kike bounces one to the left side of the infield. Charging is Rengifo from the infield grass. A running throw. It's on target, and Kike's out, and there are 2 gone. Dodgers down to their last out. 5-3 goes the put out. And Zaire Hope will be the batter. This will be his first plate appearance of the spring.
Left field, number 88.
Plays right field, center field, left field. He's playing left field here tonight. Out of Colonial Forge High School in Stafford, Virginia. Cubs drafted him in the 11th round just last year. No balls and a strike to Zaire Hope. And Suarez turns, delivers. And Hope hits it up in the air. Shallow left, out is the third baseman. Rengifo calling for it. He wants it. He's got it, and that's the ball game. So the Angels come in here in game 2, even up the series at a game apiece. The Dodgers offense super quiet here tonight, and hope to wake up tomorrow as they head down to Anaheim for the 3rd and final game, the rubber game, if you will, of the Freeway Series. Angels 6 runs, 6 hits, no errors, and 5 men left. The Dodgers no runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 8 men left. Reed Detmers gets the win to go to 2-0 in the spring. Gavin Stone suffers the loss. He's now 3-1. Game took 2 hours and 28 minutes to play in front of 27,014 fans at Dodger Stadium. So, story tonight, other than the 3-run home run that was allowed in the 2nd inning by Gavin Stone, some good things from Stone tonight, but also the fact the Dodgers offense didn't produce anything.
No, they didn't get anything going. Angels 2 for 7 runners in scoring position. Dodgers only had 2 at-bats in the entire ball game, and that was in the very first couple of innings, and they were just 1 for 2 in that category. So Gavin Stone, the 71 pitches and 45 of those were in the strike zone. Did strike out 4. Joe Kelly came on, worked 2/3 of an inning, did not walk a batter, did not give up a base hit, struck out a batter. Hudson deserved a better outing. One catchable ball, miscommunication in the outfield, ball dropped in for what was ruled a double. So there was a run scored, but that was not an earned run on that end of it. So all in all, yeah, 1 more practice game, and I'll guarantee you the guys down below, except for the starting pitcher Paxton tomorrow, they're really bored and they want to get going and take on some fresh meat, if you will, and that being the St. Louis Cardinals that come in here on Thursday afternoon.
And you know, Thursday afternoon, this team will have a much different feel because they know it counts again. And you could tell in South Korea in those 2 games against the Padres, I mean, it was just a different kind of game. We've been watching them all spring. The exhibition games can be a little bit different. It's not that they're not trying. They are. They're getting their work in. But the games are just different because so many players play in them. But now they get back to, as some people around the game call it, real baseball. They'll do that on Thursday, and there should be a much different feel. So the Dodgers drop this one tonight by a 6-0 score. The Angels go to 14-15-2 in the spring. Dodgers 14-6-1. Still a very good spring record. And we'll wrap up the exhibition season tomorrow. So make sure to join us for the final game of the Freeway Series. Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck begins at 5 p.m. First pitch, 6:07 in the evening. So you can drive home with us. James Paxton will pitch for the Dodgers. The left-hander will face the Angels' Chase Silson. The Navien Dodgers Clubhouse Show with David Vassay.
Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party.